forget a 58-year-old Frank Ribery is still playing on the wing and still moving fast.
But Jarvis was the motion, man. Jarvis was the motion.
Live chat. I need a dissertation on Joseph.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't even.
Bro.
He wasn't even on his list before.
Bro, he might be the GOAT. No, he might be the GOAT.
We need the old HH back. We need the old HH back. We need the old H. So, guys, I think I've been a bit too nice, and I think we've been bringing in the whole 2021 HH. I'm bringing back the 2011, 2012 HH. So, word of warning, we're going to basically. So, people who've been watching me from the early days, that's the kind of HH that I'm bringing back. I'm bringing back that kind of HH. So, guys. Undisputed, I'm about to kick you out of this hangout very soon, man. So can you shut your filthy, stinky mouth? Thank you very much. Didn't your team draw against Newcastle? Okay, so what's going to happen here is that I want to get guys in here as much as possible. I am going to be removing people in and out. Don't take it personally. I will, because I'm here to create space. So, guys, people who want to be part of the discussion, I will keep on announcing when there is a free space, and I will always be removing people and so forth. So guys, if you get removed from this panel, don't take it personally. I am creating space for other people. StreamYard only has 10 people maximum, but I want to get as many people here as possible because I want to clown as many people here as possible. Because if anybody says any crap, if anybody says any crap, I want to clown you. I'm coming full on. We're going to talk about La Liga title race. We're going to talk about a picture of Zidane having a Harry Potter wizardry book in his vicinity. We're going to talk about Mourinho. We're going to talk about 2010, 2 seals. Have you won a treble? We're going to talk about Timo Werner, one of the worst football players of all time. We're also going to talk about what else we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about because of the Super League. I'm done in Super League. Super League is done. It's finished. It was a nice few days. That's topic is done. So because that's Super League, we're going to address what we should have talked about last Sunday, which is looking back at those CL quarterfinals. So I want to look back at the CL quarterfinals, have a review upon that. Then Sunday is where we can just focus fully on those semis. But I want to talk about those quarterfinals. So it's a lovely show. I think we have a great panel here. And so for do all that, like, subscribe, do all that crap. I don't like do what you want. And remember, guys, if you want to send and donate to the channel, man, this is the best way to do so. Cash out, baby. Cash up your boy HH. That's my thing. Pound sign, I'm half up. Pound sign, I'm half up. To donate to your boy, send to that username right there. Pound, I'm half up. Content crack, for the content crack to live. Donate to your boy, because remember, I'm giving you the greatest, truest, realest, and rawest football content crack on this freaking planet. So nobody does it like your freaking boy. Nobody does it like your boy. I want to start with Werner. I was going to start with La Liga Terrace, but I want to start because I want to just get this whole Werner thing out of the way so we can now go deeper into the whole thread. So I want to just get this over and done with. So, because you see, the Chelsea show I do, that's on Thursday. Okay, so this is a football show. So this is about a footballing topic. So I'm not here to talk about, this is not a Chelsea thing. This is about bricks, brickness, favoritism, German, bias, and so forth. But this is about brickness. So this is almost about brickness. Timo Werner is garbage. He has to rank as one of the worst football players I've ever seen. The clown, can you mute your mic? Wait, why is it? I can tell whenever you want to mute. Okay, so mute your freaking mic. I don't want to hear any crap from you. So this guy's really bad. So I want to have a discussion as to how bad is this guy. That's what I want to have. I want to have an open discussion for how bad is this guy, because yes, this guy managed to put the ball into the net after like the 3 millionth try, but then he then goes ahead and misses a key opportunity. The CL talk is on Sunday. 10 p.m. BST, bring a meal. Bring 3 meals, bring 5 meals. So, but so my take here is Werner plays due to German bias. He plays because he's a marquee signing. And this shows that Nagelsmann must be respected, because Nagelsmann convinced the world that this was a top-tier player. Because remember, Werner was trashed for Germany at the World Cup. I don't give a crap about how bad Germany were at that World Cup. Werner was bad. So he was crap for Germany. He's still crap for Germany. He is crap for Chelsea, but was a mid for Red Bull Leipzig. So this just shows you that Nagelsmann can make an average player look amazing. And let's keep it a stack. That has been what Nagelsmann has been for Leipzig. How many Leipzig players would you say are world class? Upamecano, Konate is an up and coming. Emil Forsberg is from the road. We know that Poulsen is literally from the streets. So he has fruit sellers and Cabbage Patch Kids and Rugrats, and he took those guys to a UCL semi. But my thing here is that this shows me that Nagelsmann is an amazing manager. Key thing, manager. He doesn't need 3 billion to say what's up, because he made this guy look half decent. But what we're now seeing with a guy who I don't think is as good as a manager as Nagelsmann. So both, whether it's with Yogi Love, Tuchel, or so forth, we're saying again, no, this guy's crap. He can't control the ball, 0 football IQ. This guy has low footballing intelligence. Guy's freaking garbage. Guy's crap. We're going to talk on Sunday. We'll talk, but this was little tidbits. Timo Werner. Let me give myself the mic. I dare you. I quadruple dare you. You know how much this means to me. I'm a narrative merchant. You know how much this means to me, because there's a lot riding on Tuesday. I flipping dare you, because Miss only wants the freaking EPL. No one gives a damn about the EPL, okay? The EPL is just part of this garbage English media agenda, because they still think that Queen Lizzie, Kate, whatever, on that bloody royal family are still relevant in 2021. So do that in the freaking irrelevant EPL. Don't you dare bring that on Tuesday. Don't you dare. If you mess this, if you are the reason why this narrative messes up, because this is a good person for many reasons, but if you are the reason this narrative messes up, after I have talked for years about how trash you are, and on Tuesday you miss an open goal, I flipping quadruple dare you, bro. YSK Jackson, talk to me about Werner. YSK Jackson, are you there?
Hello. Can you quickly just bring up my
No
profile? Yeah, you have to. I can't speak without. This is a code that you.
You're one loser.
You spelled conceive wrong.
No, I didn't.
Look, yes, you did. It's EI, not IE. It's EI.
Anyways, carrying on.
Look at this clip.
Timo Werner. Timo Werner. Hey, what does he have to do to, like? That's another that you don't realize that's another important game that he has single-handedly taken these bunch of bricks through again.
Wait, can I just say one thing? YSK, can I just say one thing? Because let's just say, like, I know what you're doing, but YSK, do you realize that if Werner screws up on Tuesday, you know that you are banned from all hangouts? I don't see how I should be banned. I know. Continue.
This lack of faith in Timo Werner, Turbo Timo, he has proved you wrong once again. A crucial goal that takes Chelsea's top 4 opportunities. Obviously.
And what about the miss?
The miss, it was a very acute angle. The keeper was covering most of the goal. Werner tried his best. Would you have scored that? What would you have done in this situation?
So let me just get something straight. So I don't. So you're saying Timo Werner is not that bad a player that we are overreacting as to how bad this guy is?
You got to give him time. It's a process, and I believe it's a process. And again, like I said, it's a crucial goal. Had you drawn that game, you wouldn't be in such a good position for that top 4. Obviously, in your eyes, top 4.
YSK, I don't give a crap about. I'm talking about Timo Werner right now. Your assessment of Timo Werner as a player.
He won the game.
It's very simple.
He won you the game. What else do you want as a striker? He did what he needs to do, scored the goal, the winning goal, and won you the game.
Okay.
And
Are you done?
on Werner or Chelsea?
No, Werner. No. The topic says Timo Werner. Don't talk to me about Chelsea. So I'm sorry. Have you finished your assessment of Werner?
We'll get to Chelsea, but yes.
Good. Thank you. Oh, trash. Abdullahi, Timo Werner, talk to me.
AJ, bring my name up, please.
No, I don't. Just.
Yeah, bring that name up, please. Bring that name up. And like that name. See, Limolena need Ramadan prayers. Can we call 911, please? Can we, please? Because I think I've talked, you've talked, or most of our Chelsea players have talked a lot of time about Timo Werner. People say we should give him a chance. Yeah, it will be given chances, but missing an open goal in that kind of scenario. This is APL. This is Premier League. You have to be like the way. I understand the goal he scored is very crucial for us in making top four.
I don't care, bro.
But missing a goal like that is not an excuse in the caliber of club like Chelsea Football Club. This is not Arsenal, this is not Brighton FC, and this is not even Newcastle United. This is Philippine Chelsea Football Club. When you miss a chance like that, you deserve to be on the bench in the next 5 games. You deserve to be in the next 5 games.
So why do you think that Werner continues to have these chances despite him messing and breaking up?
I think the reason is because out of all the striker we have, he has the best off movement out of the striker we have. But he has a better off movement in terms of striker positioning.
So basically, he starts because he knows how to time his runs without putting the ball in.
He has a very good. He has a very good timing.
Very good movement. Okay.
But the problem with Timo Werner is I can't compare between Timo. I'm trying to find a scenario to compare between Timo Werner and maybe Marion Shamak of Arsenal in terms of the way they kind of touch, but I don't even know how to say about him because now we're talking about
that's really harsh.
Why is
it's not harsh. It's not harsh because this guy missed an open post. Do you know how many 1v1 Timo Werner missed this year? You want me to count how many 1v1 he missed this year? I don't want to count it. Because
your team would not be in the Champions League semi-final if it were.
If you don't meet him, I'm going to 3 hours. I'm asking meet him. Continue.
How many? Do you know how many chances?
I'm like, don't respond to him. Don't respond to him. Just keep talking.
Like I've ranted. I've talked so many things about Timo Werner. I already said it. In Africa, we call it Ogundile. Timo Werner need a prayer, divine prayer from within. He needs to go back to Africa and get like. He needs to worship the God in Africa.
So basically, would you sell him next season? Would you sell him, or you still think that keep faith in him for a full season under Tuchel next season? Sell or keep faith?
I'm not gonna sell him. I'm gonna give him 1 more season again.
Okay.
To eventually, if I'm gonna sell him, I have to give him 1 more season to prove himself again. Then if he prove us wrong next season, then we can come out and apologize. But at this moment. It look like a suspect to me at the moment. But as a Chelsea fan, I will give him time. Massive time.
Okay.
He needs to be given time.
Badminton Evil, talk to me. Badminton talk to me.
Man, HH, it's a case of we run out of opportunities and adjectives to describe him. You know what I mean? I don't know what much more can be said apart from every time I see him, I tell you, I'm just so frustrated. Whenever I see him, I know that, it's a case of he's going to, fuck up in one way or another. You could argue, yes, his one key benefit is his speed, and that is effective. But then it's not a case where you can, have that and then, exclude all the other fucking stupid things that he does. You know what I mean? You have to take both. I mean... Oh man, I don't know, man. I think it's a case of regard.
And I think that's the key thing here, because the decision has to be made here. And this is what I asked Abdullahi. So obviously, as a Chelsea guy as you are, do you sell or do you hey, Tuchel is a new manager, huge upgrade on Frank Homeboy, have faith, fresh starts for a new season next season? Because I'm selling, but do you say nope, keep faith, give him a full season under Tuchel, he can improve, or do you sell now?
See, that's the thing is that, if it's a case of I personally I would sell him because this is top level football. There's no room for sentiment. Chelsea, they've taken their garbage season out of the garbage and salvaged at least something. Yes, top four is not a trophy, but compared to where we were and the downward spiral we were in, and the fact we're in a CL semi-final and FA Cup final, that's benefit. So that's good, but we want to progress from here. Next season, I don't think with him as an option, compared to what we might want to buy, I don't see the point in keeping him around. You know what I mean? It's a case of he needs to go. Also for himself, because you've got to think it's not good for him, his confidence as well. So you've got to think for both parties, it would be probably beneficial for us to just part ways. He'll be useful to some team. Some team will be able to get you.
Okay. Damien, talk to me, man. Thoughts on this, man? Or Werner?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people will say the same things about Timo Werner, is that he's just a bad player in my opinion, and it's just like I don't really get when people say like, oh, like he has like this amount of goals or assists, but listen, like I watched the game with my 2 eyes, and this guy is trash. Like I don't care like how many goals or assists he got, like this guy is just trash. So that's all I gotta say about him. And also shout out to Splashman and Infinity Stones in there, and Martin Rosario. He said that everyone to bet on Barca on a local bookie or online sports betting to win the league.
Damien, this is not a freaking betting house, bro. I'm also, by the way, Martin, you owe me money, by the way, so you better pay up, bro. Nomad, talk to me, man. Werner.
First of all, you had Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech. Why would you buy another white player? You needed a centre forward. Even Havertz can play up
apparently
wide.
He's a striker. Well, apparently he's a striker or a support striker or a half striker or whatever the heck he is. So he's supposed to be a goal scorer. That's a striker. That's what he's supposed to be.
Has he ever scored even 20 goals in a single season?
Twice, 3 times.
I don't. That doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Yeah, okay. You should have bought a traditional centre forward, man. That was the biggest mistake. Now, I don't see him supplanting either Pulisic or Ziyech, or even I would pick Hudson-Odoi over him just for being the traditional winger. He would give you much more, work rate. So, but I'd still give him one more season.
Why would you give him one more season when you've seen how trash he's been?
Maybe Tuchel can get him to do what he wants him to do. Like, we want him to be a traditional striker, but maybe Tuchel doesn't want that, because let's not forget he even has been playing Kai Havertz as a false 9, right? So I'm probably sure like Werner can do a much better job than Kai Havertz near the box. So and also this is a pretty old like vice of Chelsea Football Club. You did the same thing to Mo Salah. You did the same thing to Kevin De Bruyne. You did the same thing to Cuadrado also, right? Moses. How many? Even Bakayoko was pretty decent at Monaco, right?
Oh, you're saying that if Chelsea lets go of Timo Werner, he'll become amazing for another club, and Chelsea would have missed out. Yes, is that what you're trying to tell me?
Maybe he could be another, Mo Salah. Maybe he could be.
Let me ask you again. So you're, from what you're saying, you're telling me that if Chelsea lets him go, he could turn out to be a Mo Salah for a different club.
First of all,
is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm not saying that. He may turn out to be, or he may turn out to be another Bakayoko. Like you can't.
But you're saying there's a potential that he could be like a Mo Salah.
No, not like Mo Salah, of course, because he's a special talent. He's a goal scorer. He's a consummate goal scorer. But you look at Mo Salah at Chelsea and look at him at Liverpool, and look at the difference.
Mo Salah at Chelsea. Mo
De
Salah at
Bruyne.
Chelsea, Mo Salah at Chelsea, and De Bruyne at Chelsea. First of all, we're not this bad, and we're not given these many chances when they were at Chelsea.
Mo Salah was used as a freaking wing back.
And Timo Werner is played in his strongest position. So what's your point?
It's not his strongest position. His strongest position is
What?
in the front two, as with maybe Giroud or Tammy. I don't understand why he's not been playing alongside Tammy. That would be his best position. Him and Tammy up front.
He's been played alongside Giroud, alongside Tammy, and he's still been trash. So what's your point?
So I would say maybe give him another season,
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a worse first touch than Lukaku.
So basically give him another, because you see something special in him potentially next season, and Chelsea needs to keep a hold of him. That's your point.
I don't see something special in him, and no one's gonna buy him off you after just a single season. Maybe next season if he tries to prove himself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Undisputed, talk to me.
I don't know what you guys are talking. This guy's complete trash. Absolutely awful at football. He's fast. That's it, basically. That's the only quality he has. I mean, if he was black, that's what he would be called. But I guess it's a little bit different depending on. No, guys, this guy is completely awful in every single way. I don't see any way. I don't even think it's confidence. It's just bad technique. Bad touch, bad technique, no dribbling ability of any kind. No, I don't see a way back for this guy. Nagelsmann, I mean, Nagelsmann already finessed this with Naby Keita, okay?
Yeah. Actually, wait. Was he manager?
No. Actually, no.
He wasn't manager.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
And we are not. Don't buy any more Leipzig players. There's just something about them that once they leave that system, they get exposed for who they really are.
Sister merchants.
Yeah. So I'm worried about Konate for that reason. Maybe defender's a little bit different. Obviously, it's like you can't really hide sorry, what's that? You can't really hide a player's weaknesses. But as for Werner, he's been tried. I think left wing. He's been tried second striker. He's been tried striker. I think he's been tried everywhere. Just a fundamental lack of talent. He's looked awful everywhere outside of Leipzig. He was awful in 2018 for Germany. Nah, there's no hope left for this guy, guys. Anyway, HH, I think there's a few more other topics you're gonna probably talk about until you get to the quarterfinal review, right? I'll probably peace out now, and then I'll might come back then.
Okay, right. Cool. Nice one, man. Nice one. All right. So again, if anybody wants to join, there is a free space. There is one free space if you want to join and have your say on this panel, bro. Z-Man, talk to me about Timo.
Timo Werner is he clearly doesn't have a finishing touch. And for all those people, for all those people that are defending him, the thing about it is, if a player doesn't have a finishing touch and it's a crucial game, he's most likely going to fail you at those moments. So yes, you could say he scored, but how much chances did he need to score against better opposition? He's not going to get those type of chances. Now with Thomas Tuchel, I believed he tried. You see, when a striker is having form problems or he's not delivering, you have two options as a manager. It's either you keep playing him through his rough patches or you bench him. And he's been playing him through his rough patches. So I'm wondering, is this a Thomas Tuchel stubbornness aspect to it? Does he have this unwitted plan for him? And
maybe he's forced to play. Maybe he's just forced to play. Maybe it's a higher club director, because surely he knows how trash this guy is. So either it's a German thing or he's forced to play him.
Yeah. I remember in an interview Thomas Tuchel talking about how the goal scoring will come back to him. And it almost seems like he does have faith in him. It almost seems like him as a manager, he sees him as being, the missing link in their forward play, in their offensive play. So that's where my problem with that's where I question Thomas Tuchel and I question Werner and faith in him. It's not a matter of fact of keeping him. Would you keep him as a fan? It's a matter of, does the manager want him? And if the manager wants him, most likely he's going to stay. He's not going to be in the chopping block on the transfer. So I do think he is going to stay for another season. And you know, this guy, he's struggling because he's not playing a formation he needs, and plus this guy, he's missing simple touches. And you've seen how much his confidence has been crippled when this guy's passing when it's an easy chance to shoot. So these type of things players don't recover from this. Like,
so in your assessment, if you're Chelsea, do you keep him or do you sell this dude?
I mean, you would sell him. If you're the Chelsea board, you're going to be looking at him and you're going to be thinking, you know, out of all the signings that you've made, that Chelsea made so far this season, you can see a potential in them. You can see them working out. You can see a way for them out. For Timo Werner, it's much more fuzzy, and you don't really see a clear image of what he is going to be for you. So as a board, you might want to sell him. But at the same time, does Thomas Tuchel, as a board, you have to listen to your manager, or he's going to have an uproar, or he's going to have problems with you. So it's about, you're going to have to negotiate with him and say, listen, this guy isn't performing necessarily. Do you really want to put your position on the line to save him, because you're expected to get the results? If this guy doesn't get you the results, it's down to you.
Okay. Mr. Hersey, talk to me, man.
Oh, hi. You know, Timo Werner, I think he came from the Bundesliga. Do you know? Okay, sorry about that. Do you know, in the Bundesliga, I think the way the football's been played in the Bundesliga compared to the Premier League is actually quite different. It doesn't necessarily mean the Premier League is better than them. It's just kind of different. You know, in the Premier League, you do tend to have teams.
So you're saying that all Bundesliga players who come to Premier League are trash?
No, it takes a little bit more time to adapt and get used to the way that they play and the way and the different environment. The way they play in a different environment. Do you know, Premier League teams tend to sit a little bit deeper, and most of the time they tend to give a lot more on the board. You know, teams like Man City, that's why they usually have like 60, 70 or 80% of possession. For later, like 77, 78 for most of the time. Whereas the Bundesliga, they allow you to give you space. You know, a lot of teams like Mainz, teams like Augsburg, even Schalke, they give you a lot of spaces to play in the counter-attack. And that's why he scored a couple of more goals. So maybe he actually went to Julian Nagelsmann interview. He said the Premier League is a little bit tougher. You got a lot of big and taller defenders, and there isn't not much space to run into. Maybe that's why it takes him a bit of time to adapt. And there's also another reason. I think he's just going for a bit of a rough patch. You know, we saw that in the Germany game against Macedonia. You know, when Macedonia should have scored that easy goal. It was just basically. It's just basically an open goal.
So,
and why did
so you're saying that this is a rough patch that he'll eventually come good and score 25 goals this season?
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, okay.
Yeah, potentially he could go. He just need a little bit.
He does need some time and then he'll get his confidence back, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I think so. He definitely will get his confidence when you have confidence.
And he said what, like 25, 30 goals? You think 30?
I can't tell. But if he gets confident, you do expect him to score more goals. He only scored like 6 goals in the Premier League this season, but did contribute a lot of assists. You don't underestimate his goal contribution in this team. That's why he's played. That is why managers. That's why managers like Tuchel.
You don't. No, Hersey. You don't come here and all you offer are goal contributions. You're a striker. Any striker who offers goal contributions and not goals is a loser. Sorry, as harsh as that may seem, if you're a striker and you call yourself a striker and a goal scorer and you are happy just contributing goals, you are essentially a loser. So that is something that you shouldn't be proud of as a striker. It may help the team and so forth, but you have no help to anyone. And also, by the way, at the end of the day, there's only so many goal contributions you can give because Timo Werner is a trash football player. So the only thing that's saving him is his speed. So his speed gets him in good positions, and all he needs to do is just make the simplest of passes. So it's not as if we're dealing with Iniesta, Messi, Snyder, or Ribery here, because this guy is a trash player. So if the goal contributions is the only thing you can give me, I think we have some serious issues. I want to come to this guy. Also, Suna, talk to me,
man. Chelsea are 4th in the Premier League. Liverpool are 7th in the Premier League. Chelsea stole Timo Werner off of Liverpool. Therefore, Timo Werner is the reason that Chelsea are in top 4 and not Liverpool.
Facts.
Right? This is A equals B equals C. Simple logic, right?
2 plus 2.
I don't agree with that.
Van Dijk was injured.
Carry on.
So when Chelsea bought Timo Werner off of Leipzig, they thought they were paying 50
Liverpool
million
are sixth, by the way. They're actually sixth. So
nevertheless, when they paid 50 million for a Timo Werner, they thought they were getting a striker. Instead, they got a defender. As you could see by the clearance he made, it was an excellent clearance. It was an unfortunate own goal that he scored. It was very unfortunate, but it was a very good performance for the rest. I think he made an excellent defensive performance for West Ham. I think West Ham were very happy with his performance, except for the own goal. And I think that he will be a top-class defender one day in the next couple of seasons. This is
should this brick be sold? Yes or no?
Okay, I'm gonna be serious. This guy is garbage. I played as a striker before, and I feel like I could play for Chelsea Football Club instead of this guy. He is the definition of a false nine. He is literally a false nine by definition. He is false. He doesn't exist. He's not there.
This is
right?
true.
Chill.
He has a side, man.
He scored again.
If you see my avatar, right? My name is Osasuna's next striker, with Timo Werner as my avatar. We will welcome him at Osasuna. He will be a 20-goal a season striker for Osasuna, right?
Timo could be in the live chat. Chill,
yes.
Oh, I mean, seriously, this guy looks like a classical. What's it called? Eredivisie striker. He looks like a classic Eredivisie player.
Let me ask you this then. People say goal contributions. How much value should we put into goal contributions if you call yourself a goal scorer and a striker? Should we still put value in if you're doing goal contributions? Because for me, that sounds a lot like losers talk.
It depends on what you're doing in a game. If you're doing a lot in a game, you're doing things like Benzema does as a striker, and you contribute, you do that, and then your whole game plan is to be the provider, then sure. But if you don't do that, there is literally no reason for you to be there if you're not scoring goals. As a striker, I learned that pretty much through playing football. Like, if you're not scoring goals, you feel like crap. You feel like crap. You feel like total crap when you don't score goals as a striker. So I think he's a classic. He's a classic Eredivisie striker. Sell him to PSV. We would take him, right? We genuinely would take him. I'm not lying. We have a crap striker in Malen. He doesn't do anything. So Werner, he would actually be pretty good.
Osasuna, I'll try and make a few calls. And do you have any strikers that know how to put the ball? Do you have any strikers that know how to control the ball?
He's from Israel. He's actually very decent player.
Can he control a ball? Does he have ball control skills?
Yes, he does.
Can he run with the ball?
Does he have 90+ pace?
Why is Ketchup?
That not. But he's yeah. But I'm just saying
he can run with the ball and he can control the ball. That's what. Yeah. Can he control the ball and can he run with the ball?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like a lot of players.
So maybe we can do some business here because, as I said again, I am tired of people coming up with excuses for this dude. This guy's a clown. I mean, this is straight garbage. Can
I say one more thing?
One more thing. Go for it, bro.
The guy is it's very. When I say he's a typical Eredivisie player, it's like Hakim Ziyech, right? Performing in the Eredivisie, but just when you come to the Premier League, it doesn't work. And also, is there a Brick Academy for referees?
The Brick Academy is open to anything.
Okay, I nominate Chris Kavanagh. That is a stupid decision to give the guy a red card.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, that's a whole separate topic that we'll probably have like another time. But I think the refereeing in the Premier League, when you're actually giving VAR and you're giving a third thing, it's madness. It's the refereeing in the Premier League is garbage. It's straight garbage. What's it called? Wanda, talk to me, man. Werner. Wanda.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes. Werner, talk to me.
Okay, I don't know where to start really. Let me just start with the positive.
Well, start with it at the top. Is this guy garbage or not? I mean, that's very simple. Is he garbage or not garbage? Should he be given one more time, or is this guy a useless football player?
In terms of what he was brought in for, he's garbage. Because number one, you were brought in to score goals.
Yes.
Chelsea paid 52 million for you to be a goal scorer.
Yes.
And you're not doing that. You're not doing your job. Therefore,
This is
you're a
true.
flop. In my consideration, you're a flop because you were brought in to do a specific job and you're not doing it. Goal contributions, it only matters when he had another role to do. So, for example, if he was brought in to be a contributor, like you said, like maybe a Benzema or sort of thing, which he wasn't, then sure, we would consider goal contributions. I don't consider him a good striker if he has more assists than goals this season. I don't, because you were brought in to score goals, and that's not what you're doing right now. He scored his second Premier League goal in 23 games. Like the last time he scored a goal in the Prem was in February. That was in my birthday week. So I don't know. Like honestly, it's just horrible to see. Like I literally watched the game and I'm just there like, how is this guy still playing and why is Tammy Abraham on the bench? Because I'm being serious. Tammy Abraham is our highest goal scorer this season. He's our highest goal scorer this season with 12 goals. He has more goals than Werner. Werner just tied Abraham for Premier League goals this season. This is 6 goals.
I think Jesse Lingard in the 10 games he's played for West Ham has more goals or the same goals
he has
as
9.
Werner.
He has 9 goals in 10 games.
It's one of the this is trash that we're dealing with here. Like I'm wonder, so just keep it real. The dude is only in this team because he's German. He's German and he's a marquee signing. If he was not a marquee signing or German, this guy would be playing with the under 17s and still missing open goals.
Why do you think we brought in Tuchel? Why do you think Chelsea's main mission right now is to get a German manager? When we sacked Lampard, the main priority we needed was a German manager. If you looked at all the managers' shortlist after Lampard was sacked, all of the managers were German except one, which is Allegri, which we weren't really going to sign because his football IQ and the style of play were not going to match Chelsea. Let's just be real. It wasn't going to match. It wasn't going to work. He hardly speaks any German. But Chelsea for the future, because they're looking at Kai Havertz and Timo Werner as a big investment since they spent so much money on them. They had to get a manager who was one German speaking from the Bundesliga and knew players from Bundesliga and how to control them. Hence why Thomas Tuchel was brought in. I still think Tuchel can do a job with Chelsea. However, Werner is just horrible. He is horrible.
So quick assessment: sell or would you give him one full season with Tuchel?
I'll give him one more full season with Tuchel, but if this full season is not good, then we have to let him go. Like we took an L on this one. Like it was a big L bringing him in. If this next season is not good, then we took an L. We had to cut our losses, sell him, get another striker.
So all right. So yes, side obviously yes. Who says I need to defend Werner, but the studio is full. Now Yasser said,
yes.
Before I let be easy. Before I let you speak, yes, said keep in mind.
No,
I no. But I know, but I'm not setting the stage for you. But just keep in mind that we're dealing with a guy who can't control the ball. We're dealing with a guy who can't dribble. We're dealing with a guy who relies heavily on his pace. He's truly a pace merchant. We're dealing with a guy who has the same amount of goals as Lingard and has played almost double the amount of games as Lingard.
Respect Lingard.
And we're dealing with a guy who, as you saw for the game today, he can score a goal once in 3,000 years, and he also missed a chance. So Yasser said, please tell me, in what galaxy are you trying to defend this dude?
Here's the thing, HH. Do you want the truth or do you want me to lie to you?
Truth. Give me the truth. I'm a truth merchant.
All right. I'm fasting today. I'm still fasting. We haven't broken our fast yet. It's still not that time in America, but I'm gonna be honest. This is a Chelsea problem. Chelsea Football Club, from the time I have been watching Chelsea, post Mourinho, specifically post Mourinho, they don't make players better when they sign them. Players, when they come to Chelsea, they don't become better players.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying that Chelsea possess some kind of juju, white magic power that's causes players when they come here?
I that's generally what I believe. To the point, N'Golo Kante came as a Chelsea. It was as a champion to Chelsea, and I heard from Chelsea's, oh no, something's wrong with N'Golo Kante. So N'Golo Kante is not the same player. This is N'Golo Kante that was a champion over in Leicester
Kante
City.
is still money. Kante is still
Okay,
one of the best
all
players
right.
in his position in the world.
Which is I agree on, but still, Chelsea don't add value to the players. They don't take the players to that next level. They just don't. Chelsea Football Club doesn't. You have Harvard, one of the most sought out players in world football. You guys signed him. Where is he? Christian Pulisic, one of this again a talent. Where is he?
Havertz, I blame that on Frank Homeboy, but continue.
Okay. I mean, excuses. You don't want excuse for Timo Werner, but you have excuses for everyone else. But anyways, you have Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech, one of the most unbelievable players. Unbelievable Ajax team. Where is he right now? Where is he? I mean, your best player right now is Mason Mount, and he's a brilliant.
Easy.
Player.
Yes,
No, it's facts. HH, you gotta face facts. I look at certain things, and I'm like, when was the last time you guys signed a striker that wasn't world class? Let's be honest. When you guys signed Diego Costa, he was money. He was money at Atletico Madrid. He played in a final. He played but he was injured. Yep, he was injured, but he played in a final. He won La Liga with Atletico Madrid. He was money when you guys signed him. Since Diego Costa, when was the last time you guys signed a striker? You signed Alvaro Morata, which was a talent when you guys signed him. And look what he turned out to be. You guys signed Fernando Torres, one of the best strikers in Liverpool history. What happened to him? You signed Higuain, broke the goal scoring record in Napoli. What happened to him? You guys signed Timo Werner, scoring goals in Bundesliga. Now, what is happening to him? I want to know.
No. Wait. But yes, then what happened to this guy at the World Cup? He was trash at the World Cup. And wait, easy. My whole thing is Torres. People say that he did have a big injury. Before I joined Chelsea, he did have a major injury. Morata, what we now find is he had never been a main starter for any team. So this is the first time he was a starter. He was always a guy who came off the bench. So there are perfect explanations for Torres, who had a major injury before joining Chelsea. Morata was never a starting striker. This clown, there are no excuses. And even if you put them in, Morata knew how to control the ball. Torres knew how to control the ball. This guy doesn't know how to control a simple football. Yes, sir, this guy, he's stealing money. Yes, sir, I don't know how this guy became a professional football player.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that.
Yes, I can. I can because he can't control the ball.
No, Timo Werner was a player that a lot of people wanted. Manchester United, we wanted him. Liverpool, we wanted him.
And we're all lied to.
But then the problem,
Nagelsmann tricked us. No, Nagelsmann, he obviously tricked us.
Here's the reality. You guys, the problem with Chelsea Football Club is you need to buy a player that suits your system, a player that fits your system. Chelsea always needed a Diego Costa. You guys always needed a lone striker.
No.
You guys always needed that type of player. Let's be honest.
Yes, sir. Let's baby steps. Can you control the ball? Yes, sir. How is it a case of you need to fit into a system when you have a 1v1? What is it about a 1v1 that says, I couldn't score this 1v1 because I don't fit into the system? Oh, I can't score an open goal because I don't fit into the system. That makes no logical sense, bro.
I get what you're saying, but you're talking about finishing. And in the reality with finishing, and for me, if I was a Chelsea fan, you guys get angry about his misses. Yes, his misses becoming ridiculous. It's becoming too much. I get that. But the thing is, he's getting in that position to score.
Who cares?
He's missing. No, but he's missing. Those goals that he's missing, eventually, as time comes, they're going to go in. He's going to score G's.
How do you know? Yes, sir. How do you know?
It's football.
It's the prophecy. It's the prophecy.
It's the reality of football. No, HH, because let's be honest. No, let's be real, HH. Let's not be reactionary. I know you're a Chelsea fan, diehard fan. I agree. If I was in the same... Yeah, if I was in the same situation, I would have been angry. Yes. I mean, sometimes football is attached to the heart. I understand that, HH. But let's be real. A lot of us played football. We understand. Sometimes, for some reason, it's just not your. It's just for some reason it just you get to go through a long spell where you just have a hard time scoring. You just do. You a lot of the easy stuff you miss.
Timo Werner hasn't earned the right for me to say, nah, man, let's have faith. Cristiano,
this is his first season, though. This is his first season,
I don't care.
and he's been through. And you've been through. You said Lampard. He's been through Lampard. Come on. Okay, let's be honest. The psychological damage you probably went through Lampard. You don't think Timo Werner went through the same thing?
I don't care.
Come on, HH.
Before I come to Papa Perez here, if you're Chelsea, do you sell or do you keep faith?
No, you got to keep, man. You spend money on him. You you can't.
Okay, I get it. Yes, now I get it. You're a United fan. Keep faith with Turbo Timo, so that Chelsea find it a lot harder to win a title. So United don't have to deal with it.
No, I'm not trying to be cynical.
Yes, that's brilliant.
Come on.
That's brilliant. Wow. Okay, I didn't see that.
Okay, give him. Okay, give him to Liverpool.
Can we just acknowledge? Can we just acknowledge? Hold on. Can we just acknowledge the fact that you called him Turbo Timo for the first time? I'm just gonna say that.
Papa Perez, your thoughts on Timo Werner, please. Papa Perez.
Timo Werner.
Yes, that's his name.
I watched the Chelsea game. He was atrocious. That miss, that was bad. I mean, where does he go from now?
So, would you sell him? Keep him? What would you do? Do you still think that people should still keep faith in him that he'll eventually come good?
It's very complicated, On the other hand, you could keep him, but why would you spend so much money and then sell him?
Well, I don't really give a crap about how you spend a lot of money. If it is breaking up, he's breaking up. So guys, look, as I said again, that dude better not mess up on Tuesday, or else there's going to be hell to pay. So guys, let's move things over to Spain. Let's talk about this La Liga title race. Guys, I'm going to say this right now. And I said this before tonight's events. Barcelona are winning La Liga. They're winning this league. And I picked Barcelona to begin with. But then when I picked them, I was like, okay, it's a bit wrong, but you have to stick with your pick. But right now, I think my pick is looking pretty healthy. So this is what things look like right now. So we have Atletico Madrid, who are 73 points, Real Madrid 71 points, Barcelona 68, Sevilla 67. So things are looking pretty tight. So, but Barcelona have 2 games in hand. So 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 72. So if Barcelona win their 2 games in hand on Real Madrid, they are nicely healthy. I think they're going to go like 2 points clear over Real Madrid. Because for me, I initially felt that, Real, they're going to run the table, they go all the way through, and they're just going to win all their games. But I really believe that Real have a strong mind firmly on the CL. I feel that psychologically. I think last year, when they got knocked out by Man City in the round of 16, they got knocked out the round of 16 because City got into the
Champions League was after the La Liga, but it was separate.
Oh, sorry, it was after. It was after. So, still, point stands. They had the full focus on the league. And then we didn't even know whether there's a chance it would still continue, but they had the full focus on the league. Right now, they have their mind, oh my gosh, we've got a semi-final in there. So they don't have 100% focus here. And I think this has always been the issue with Real Madrid, which is why Barca fans have said, okay, cool, you won a 3-peat, you've never won a treble. Because you've never really been able to have that amazing laser focus to win the league, to win the Champions League, and even go one better and win that Copa del Rey as well. So for me, Atletico will not be able to deal with the pressure. I know they won 5-0 and something the last game. They won't deal with the pressure. I just think Barcelona, they'll get it done. Well, as long as Messi is fit and so forth, I think that they will get it done. But let's see what you guys are saying. And even in the live chat, give me your thoughts. Guys in the live chat, tell me your thoughts as well with regards to who you think is going to win La Liga. Damien, are you confident that your boys will claim La Liga?
To be honest, I mean, I'm a bit more confident than I was a couple weeks ago because the title's in our hands. If we win the rest of our games, then we're gonna win La Liga. So basically, these next 7 games for us are basically like 7 finals. We have to treat them like finals in these last couple of games. I think this is great for the league that there's basically like 4 teams, fighting for this league. I also feel like, but the same thing is Barca have not won a league when Madrid has done the double over us, So that does concern me, and also we do have Atletico coming up next month. I forgot which day, but I think it's in like 2 games.
May 8th. May 8th.
Yeah, May 8th. So we have that game. We got Valencia. We got Villarreal tomorrow. I don't feel like we'll win all of the games, but I think we'll go unbeaten. And I feel like Atletico will bottle it.
So your gut feeling is telling you that Barca are going to win this?
Yes.
Oh, I like that confidence, man. Osasuna, how are you feeling about this, the Liga title race, bro?
Any mention of any of these teams winning all of their games or even going undefeated is benign to me. With the way that the league has been going this entire season, I believe it will just be the top 3 constantly dropping points. It will be Real Madrid getting 0-0 draws here and there. Barcelona getting shock losses. Barcelona drawing against Atletico losing to Eibar or whatever. Actually, no, they beat them 5-0 actually last week. To someone else. This is going to be a bunch of L's and D's for all 3 of these teams, I feel. I think that the most consistent team right now is Sevilla. If you look at their form...
Wait. You're saying Sevilla can win this league? Is it what
I don't say they can. I say they will.
What?
Osasuna. Come on, bro.
Hold up. No.
Wow. Are you
Wow.
Cover your ears.
My goodness.
Believe that. Are you trolling?
Sevilla?
I feel honored. I got the triple brick. I don't think this ever happened.
Serious,
Please, fully wait. So, what? How?
I mean, first look at their form, right? It's better than all the teams above them. Well, actually, even better than Barcelona. And I just see all 3 teams just not getting the business done. I believe Sevilla and Real Madrid, they play each other on, I think, the 3rd last or 2nd last game of the season. I think with the winner of that game wins the Liga. Barcelona, I don't have confidence in these guys. I think they always have a bad game in them. I think it will be 2 losses, 2 draws, and 3 wins or something like that for these guys. Atleti are going to take 4 L's in the last 6 games. Real Madrid are going to get 5 draws. And so I think Sevilla eventually are just going to come out on top.
So you think they're going to steal La Liga?
I think they will steal it, yes. Look at the teams. It's just Real Madrid.
Wait. So you're saying Sevilla beating Real Madrid away?
I say the winner of that game has the strongest chance of winning La Liga.
So you see them beating...
So Sevilla beating Real Madrid.
Okay, so you see them beating Villarreal away?
Yes.
And you see them beating Athletic Bilbao?
Athletic Bilbao are crap.
Okay. Yeah, Bilbao are trash.
Look,
Mark
also,
my
look,
words. If I'm right, I will absolutely crown you.
trust me. This has been saved. This has been saved. So if you are right, 100%, we will come back here and we will give you the full dubs, man. We'll give you the full dubs, but that is a wild ass thingy that basically you're basically smoking crack. You're smoking crack. Let me, Papa Perez, talk to me, man. How do you see this thing, man? How do you see this La Liga showing up, man?
With Real Madrid dropping points today, it's definitely interesting how the remaining few games are going to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, can you bring up Barcelona's fixtures?
Of course I can. There's so Villarreal away, Granada at home, Valencia away, Atletico Madrid at home, Levante away, Celta Vigo home, Eibar away.
I don't want to say this, but it's looking like Barcelona is going to win La Liga.
These are winnable games. I mean, obviously, this is the big one here. But if you look at these games, Levante, Valencia, Granada, Celta Vigo, Eibar, those games they should win. So basically, if they beat Atletico Madrid, I think Barca win this title. That's, for me, I believe that is that's right there is the title. This right here, this is the title. This is the title decider. So Peppers, you're saying that they're going to say what's up.
Yes. HH, you know, it's the last time Real Madrid scored against Real Betis at home was in 2017.
2017?
Yes, 2017.
Dear Lord, wow. Okay. Nomad, La Liga, how are you viewing this, bro?
I think Real Madrid is going to win by a couple of points or so. I see Barcelona dropping points. I see Atletico dropping points by losses, not just by draws. And I don't see Real Madrid having more than one loss. I think they may have draws. I don't see them losing more matches than either Barcelona or Atletico.
Okay. So you're sticking with Real Madrid to win this whole thing then?
Yeah, by a couple of points.
Oh, interesting. Where are we at? Gara, talk to me. The La Liga title race, bro, is extremely tight right now. Who do you see winning the whole thing, bro? I'm saying Barcelona going to win this.
I also favor that in hand. Barcelona have the easiest fixtures, and they are on good form right now. They're the most informed team in the league. So my pick is Barcelona to win the La Liga.
Okay. All right.
Let me go.
HH, is it okay if I can leave so that other people then? I'd rather be here for the Champions League quarterfinal.
Okay. I'll see you for the Champions
All
League.
right, you can remove me so that people can come in. Thank you.
Peace. So, guys, there is one free space here. If you guys want to talk about this, La Liga, Zad, and Mourinho. Zima, talk to me.
So, with all three teams, aside from Sevilla, who I don't necessarily think they're gonna win. Mark my words, they're not gonna win. If they win, Osasuna, he's under investigation. There's no way they're gonna win. But the other three teams, when it comes to Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, they seem to all suffer from a common deficiency, in the sense that they all seem to have these intervals of 15 to 20 minutes where they're not concentrated and teams could get them off a counter. Now, we've seen that with all three of them. So I do question every team so far, and I do think that Real Madrid has a good chance of dropping points. So does Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I don't necessarily think it's tied. It doesn't seem like it's going to be dictated by just one game. It seems like it's going to be dictated by just draws and losses. For Atletico Madrid, they have lost Suarez, and they have lost him for the last I believe for the last 3 games, and he's set to come back, and they've been coping without him. That's why you saw them draw against, I believe it was Real Betis. So they've been struggling without him, but then Loriente and Karras, they found they seem to have rejuvenated themselves, and Simeone seems like he's out to win it. But again, I do believe that with Barcelona, my thing is I could see us getting draws in other games. The game that has me a little bit nervous and shocked and questioning is against Atletico Madrid. We haven't seemed to have gotten great performances against elite teams. We seem to be struggling. We seem to defensively lapse. The midfielders and the defenders aren't particularly performing up to scratch. Griezmann isn't scoring. So those are the things I question when it comes to this La Liga race. So for me, amongst all the teams left, I do think that Barcelona has a chance. I do think that they have a chance.
Will they not? What does it tell you? Who, at the end of the day, is going to lift up that La Liga crown?
My heart wants to say Barcelona, and there's logical reasoning behind that.
The fixtures. It's easy fixtures, and if he beats Atletico, it's a done deal.
Yeah, that's the question. Will we beat Atletico? Now, what I think is Atletico are still in this game. I think we've kind of narrowed them out because of the recent performances and recent surges of Barcelona around Madrid. Yeah, and their bottle jobs. Yeah, you have every right to think that they're not going to win it, but something tells me that this Atletico, I feel like Atletico Madrid are going to lift
what tells you this? Even if they've shown that they're bottle jobs, what tells you? You can just say what tells you this? Even if all evidence states to these guys are bottle jobs and they just bottled an 11-13 points lead.
Yeah, I would say this: some players that were crucial to their attack seem to have they had a dip ever since the Chelsea. Yeah, some players seem to have had a resurgence in performance. That's the thing that only tells me from what I've seen of them. Now, again, I do think Atletico Madrid are the runners are the runners for this. It's their title to lose as much as it's Barcelona. But yeah, I do hope Barcelona win. We should win. I mean, we do have the better squad, but I just don't know.
Here's La Liga. Who wins La Liga?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's either Barcelona or Real Madrid. I think Atletico is going to choke, but they shouldn't choke because they're actually a couple of. I think they're only like 2 points ahead. Actually, if Barca wins games.
Well, that's the table right there for your reference, bro.
Yeah. I know, but I don't know. I have a feeling Atletico Madrid will choke. I don't know if they're playing well enough, but Barca should win. It's between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Real Madrid they tend to step up when they need it the most. Zidane tends to win those important games. Where Barcelona, they start to play very well. They actually are probably are the most informed team, if not the most informed team in La Liga. When I watch every team they played, we saw that the game against I watched the game against Getafe on Thursday, which they were only like winning like 3-2 after they after Getafe scored some dodgy penalty, and I thought this is where they need to start defending well, and then they ended up getting 2 extra goals, and then there's one game I can't remember who they scored 1 goal winner. Is that against? I need to check the game they faced before Real Madrid, Barcelona. I think they won 1-0 in the dying minute because usually they would have drawn like 0-0, but when they actually beat them in the last minute when Dembele scored. They've showed that they have a lot more resilience and they've improved a lot this season. So, but also I don't know.
So are you saying Barcelona or Real Madrid? Who are you saying?
I don't know if statistically, the last time the Real Madrid won head-to-head twice against Barcelona in El Clasico, Real Madrid went on to win it, and that was in the late 70s. So I reckon Real Madrid could do it, but I think they got out of focus in such as the Champions League. So I think the tie is the Liga title is pretty much up in the air.
Okay. YSK, La Liga, who wins it?
Um, I still believe that Atleti will win La Liga because I refuse to believe that these dudes will seriously throw away what was
Why
it, a
don't you
13?
believe so? Why don't you believe so when bottle jobs exist in the world that we live in?
Well, okay. First of all, they haven't have they lost the lead in La Liga yet since they took the lead? Did they ever lose the lead? I don't think they
I
have
don't.
lost
I
the
don't believe
lead.
they have. No, they haven't. No.
So they've maintained their lead. They have completely bottled that lead to the best scraps. They're working on scraps right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I refuse to believe that these dudes will lose it, and I don't think they will. But here's the thing: that the fixtures a fortnight from now in 2 weeks, where you have Barca and Atleti, and then I think it's Madrid and Sevilla the next on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that ultimately decides who wins La Liga. Obviously, I think I would like it so that up until we get to that point that every team wins, so it makes for an exciting finish. But yeah, I'm sticking with Atleti, and also can we also point out that there is a prospect of Zidane doing the double. There is there is the prospect of Zinedine Zidane, Zizou, doing the double
He's not.
without Cristiano. By the way,
who's next?
I love Uncle Mo. I love Uncle Mo. But
what?
if he does this double, I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Man, I'm gonna say for the Champions League, but Hazard and he's the 10 minutes he had, he's kind of
Zima, mute your mic.
I hope he doesn't.
Yes, talk to me.
Hey, so question is, who's
La
gonna
Liga.
win La Liga?
Who pops off this La Liga bottle, man?
You know, I was listening to you guys very carefully, every one of you guys speak, and I've been changing my answers constantly. The thing with this season in general is very, very unpredictable. All three teams have a case. Atletico Madrid, they're top of La Liga, and I'm a firm believer that until someone else claims that number one spot, you're gonna win La Liga, because Atletico Madrid is on top of the La Liga right now, and unless someone goes above them, no, it's just that's just my that's the way I see things in terms of league. Like you have to
When
get
last
that
did they win
spot.
the league? 2014. So who cares if they've been on top all this time? They can still lose the lead
I
eventually.
I understand that, but they're still right now. If the league finish right now, they win. So anyway, like you have to get that spot. But that's what I'm saying. But so you know, I mean, there's a lot of stories that that can be written. Real Madrid going back to back, Messi's maybe last La Liga campaign? Question mark. Like wins La Liga and rise off to the sunset.
Easy.
No, I
Man.
mean, this is just this is football. This is this narrative. Like this is your narrative merchant, IHH. This is what it is all about. Um, I do believe I agree with YSK. I think Atletico Madrid are gonna win it. I just feel like everyone said, I think everyone is all like fixated about the Atletico Madrid and Barcelona match. No. I mean today, Real Madrid drew with Real Betis after they just won El Clasico. Like they beat Barcelona El Clasico. You're thinking that Real Madrid are pretty much gonna win this La Liga, and they like drawn twice in a row. So I mean, all these big games, I feel like they don't matter at all, because I feel like at the end of the day,
Yeah. It's how well you do over the 38
yes,
games.
exactly. Because I feel like even if Barcelona beats Atletico Madrid, they're gonna lose the next game. That's just the that's just the reality of the season. So I feel like it's gonna be Atletico Madrid. I think they're gonna win it. I feel like Barcelona, Messi, unless Messi, I mean Messi can carry them, but I still don't believe in this Barcelona team and Real Madrid. This lot, because I watched this game. I watched this game, HH, and I don't think they're in the Champions League. They can't do both. So I feel like they're gonna end up like running out of steam. They're gonna be running out of
Okay.
they're gonna get a lot of draws.
So basically, your vote is for Atleti then.
Yeah, I just feel like Atletico Madrid is gonna win. They're gonna win by default, in my opinion.
Okay. Tuchel, talk to me, bro. La Liga title race, man. Who do you think will come out on top in this close La Liga title shebang?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
All right. Good, I'm just checking. This is, as a Barcelona fan, La Liga fan, this is a great title race. We haven't seen something like this in a few years at this point. So this is quite good. You have 4 teams who are contenders to win. As per who I think will win, I don't think Sevilla will win. There'll be great narrative. Underdog wins the league, snatches it from 3 big teams, but no.
Yeah, Sevilla not doing like Osasuna. He's smoking crack. They're not doing anything. It's between 3 teams.
That guy thought Sevilla would win. No.
Yeah, crack. He's on crack.
All right. Come on, look, they have Athletic Club in a couple weeks. Granada, they'll probably beat Granada, but, you don't underestimate them. Then there's Athletic Club. They'll probably drag out some draw. Then they have Real Madrid. And do we really think Sevilla is going to beat Real Madrid away from home? I don't think so. Then we have Sevilla, Valencia. That's another tough game. Who knows how that'll go? They have quite a few tough fixtures back to back. This is something that not all the title contenders have. Madrid have easier fixtures, Barca have easier fixtures, even Atletico have easier fixtures to an extent. So it's not going to be Sevilla. The next team, which I don't think will win, is this will be a bit more controversial, Real Madrid. The thing with Real Madrid is that their concentration will be diverted more towards the Champions League, I believe, this next stretch, and 2, they have easier fixtures than the likes of Atletico, but they're still not quite easy. Plus, you have a team like Barcelona. They have Real Madrid play 2 more games than Barcelona and are only 3 more points ahead. And with the form Barcelona's on, they'll obviously catch up a number of games played, and then they'll be 3 points ahead or something along those lines. So I think Real Madrid, just by a few points, maybe a few results, they'll drop the league. So the main contenders for the league, I believe, are Atletico and Barca. And it'll primarily come down to that game between Atletico and Barca. Barca, in my opinion, have the easiest fixtures coming up. Let me just pull them up here for a moment.
So you say Barca's fixtures.
Barca, in my opinion, have the easier fixtures. There's a bit of tough ones like Valencia, and then of course there's the Atletico game. But there's Levante, Celta Vigo, Eibar. I feel like, and with the form Barca's been on ever since the switch to the 3 at the back around a month ago, 2 months ago, it's been quite good for Barca results-wise, if I think you can say. You think back to a year ago, like some Valverde's at the end. A lot of these teams which we've been playing against, like Getafe or the like, we would have probably lost against or drawn against. But ever since the switch to 3 at the back, under Koeman, the teams have been performing well. They're on good form. They have.
So basically, who is going to win this title? Just tell me, if you had to put money on a team to win this title, who is going to win this title?
If I had to put money, you're putting me in a difficult position. If I had to say, I don't want to jinx it in Barcelona, but I think we can do it. Yeah, I think we can do it.
Stop. Be confident, man. Be confident. So you believe Barca are going to do it? I believe so too as well. Okay. Abdul, talk to me, man. La Liga, who says what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
HH, can I show you something quickly? Can you click on my picture?
Okay.
Like, and pay close attention to this, all right?
Wait, because YouTube is going to get me fine. I can't play any videos.
It's like
on
5 seconds, bro. It's 5 seconds.
Even if it's 5 seconds or so forth, I ain't because these guys are going to pimp me. But what was it though? What was it?
Well, it was last season when we were playing. It was actually like 8 months ago. We played Atletico at home, 2-2 draw. Atletico got 2 penalties, and if you see the 2 penalties they got, bro, like he stepped over himself, like he fouled himself.
So you're saying that the referees are against Barcelona?
No. I'm not saying they're against us, but I'm using it as a point to say it's so unpredictable because stuff like that is happening more frequently. Like, I don't understand. VAR was implemented and we are seeing more ridiculous, like, fouls being given, decisions I don't get how you can review something like that and give it. But anyway, like, I don't want to sound salty or anything, making excuses, but like, I can be objective and say.
And also, Abdul, don't you dare talk about referees after 2009.
I know, bro. But I'm just saying, it's like it just. It makes it,
man. Yes, inside.
Let that go. Let that go. Let it go.
YSK, I'm gonna throw you out very soon. Continue.
It makes it unpredictable because you can be in a good form, you can play a good game, and you can have decisions goes against you, like a lucky pen that turns the momentum. So you never know. To be honest, I'm a Barcelona fan, as you know. I fear what Suarez is gonna do to us. I really do, man. Because
it's a narrative. That is a narrative that if he is the reason that Atletico win the title, specifically if he says what's up in the game against Barca.
Yeah, man. I feel like the thing with it is we, especially playing at home, there's just so much space. I don't know. Barca's pitch, it's larger than the normal pitch, average pitch. You know that. And there's just so much space for attackers, I feel. And our defense, we have young defenders playing. So I'm feeling.
But let's because we have like a lot of stuff to get through. Just
I can tell you, people look at our game, say we have an easy run. We don't have an easy run. Barca don't have an easy run because Valencia, you look, even if they were in 2nd division or 3rd division, they still turn up against us every time. All right. So I'm actually more worried about the Valencia game away than Atletico because that team, like they played Real Madrid earlier this season, they got 3 penalties. All right. And they beat them 4-1. So I can't see Barca going on a 7-win streak. I just can't.
So okay, so who are you saying? Atleti, Real, or Barcelona? If he has to put money on
someone. I'm saying Atleti.
So before we move to the next one, anyone want to give their La Liga pick? Anyone? Okay. So now I want to keep this one really, really brief now. This is just very brief. Okay. Sergio, I am not jinxing anybody, Sergio. So Sergio, you can relax, not jinx anybody. Zad. Or rather, Eden Hazard. So he had 10 minutes, and people said that he looked good in those 10 minutes. That was like 2 key passes, 1v1, all that up to stats nonsense. Hazard has broken my heart so many times. He has taken too much. He has taken me too much on an emotional roller coaster, and also as well, watching the Chelsea game today and see just how garbage Chelsea were, I do miss Hazard. It just became really apparent when I was watching that Chelsea game, obviously against Brighton and against Brighton today, that my gosh, man, Chelsea, they truly miss Hazard because my gosh, there's not a single quality attacking player with some sauce and technique that Chelsea have. They have no one. They have no one even close to it, and Eden Hazard, which is sad. So Zad. We will not see that for the rest of the season. Now, do we see Martiros? Maybe. But for the rest of the season, guys, he has severed all my ties and severed all my belief in him. I know my name is half up on so much, but I've severed all belief that I have in this guy. So it is what it is. I just don't think that we can say what's up to this dude anymore, man. So it's very simple. YSK Jackson, is Zad back? Yes or no?
he's first of all, I was happy to see him. Genuinely happy to see him.
Already, yeah, right.
Why do you think I'm a Zard? I'm not a Zard hater. I'm genuinely
no,
not.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say
I'm
anything.
genuinely not. I'm genuinely not.
Hypocrite.
But moving
I didn't
on.
say anything. Just continue. What the hell? What
let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Liar.
But you know the thing with Zard is he looks slimmer, which was a big positive. I think he finally quit. He finally gave up on destroying cheeseburgers, and eating too much paella as well. And to be honest, what I don't know which World I don't know which World Cup you're talking about. Maybe you had a tournament. Maybe you had a dream of a tournament.
Ignore me. Just ignore what I said. Just keep talking. Okay, jeez.
But with all seriousness though, he did look sharp. Hazard was never he was all about his explosiveness and his acceleration.
Yeah,
he was never a
closest thing to name on Messi the point, but you know.
We won't go that far, but but he looked sharp. There was a few accelerations that he made, and he there was a moment where he took a corner beautifully. And he sent it to the far post, and it was one of those things. The eye test 99% on the eye test. But now listen, jokes aside, it was good to see him back, and maybe even a CL.
You're a weirdo, man. Look, I'm working for you. Okay, wait. Before I come to Z, man. So Courtly Awesome says, thank you for that. Says that. Imagine what Benzema's thoughts about Brick Vinny. Well, look, Benzema thinks that Vinny is the option, but my thing is that Benzema to be very clear, because Benzema, at one point, you were worse than Vinny. So you can say all you want about Vinny and so forth. Benzema, at a point, remember, Vinny has never been a class A brick. He's been a class A brick, never been a class A brick. Benzema, you were a class A brick. You used to shine Cristiano's shoes. So it's all good that you're now an amazing player. You're one of the best players in the world right now. You used to shine Cristiano's shoes. I remember that very well. The streets will not forget. Z-Man, Zad, is that back or this is just
100% he's back.
10 minutes. So wait, hold up. So no. I'm good. Yeah. So basically, you're a Barca fan, so you're trying to jinx him. Okay,
in all honesty, HH, if I'm being real with you, Zard is probably the greatest player I've ever seen. Now,
so can I just stop you there? So Z-Man, so why do you want to jinx Hazard? Okay, I get it.
No. Honestly,
okay, Real Madrid are your rivals. Okay,
no. I don't like. Listen, man. I tell it how it is. I don't.
Even if you were one of the first people that you called him a loser, didn't you?
No.
I called him overweight. You called him an overweight, good for nothing, deadbeat. That's what you said. But continue.
Has he done it in the final? That's all I said. Has he done the UCL final?
You called him an overweight deadbeat. But continue.
I mean, he was low key. He was high key.
Okay, interesting.
But no. And Zard, listen, I think that he really showed what Benzema's been missing in terms of
in 10 minutes.
No.
Against Betis.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No. I say this because Benzema's been missing someone he could link to. Someone who. No. Listen, man. Hazard he did well in those 10 minutes, and he showed some qualities. I don't think he's at full pace. I don't think he's fully operational.
He's finished for the season, mates. Okay, I don't want to hear any of this nonsense. He's finished for the season. Not. And all of you losers in the live chat and so forth, I hope you're happy. Okay, I hope you're happy right now. It's finished. You losers. Have your goats ever balled in the world? Yeah, continue.
No. My goats have balled in the semifinals.
Wait, why do people keep reacting to what I say? Just talk.
I'm carrying on, man. I'm carrying on. Let me talk. Nah, in all honesty, bro. In all honesty, I feel like again, this player, we were expecting high we were expecting something from him when he transferred to Real Madrid, and he didn't. Yes, there's a clip out there. HH. There's a clip out there.
Sure.
No, we were expecting we were expecting him to be that creative touch, to be that game changer, and he hasn't necessarily delivered. I mean, this guy has only had at his best he had 2 goals in La Liga. So this guy hasn't.
Why did he bring it up his goal tally? You see, no. Can I just stop you? Twitter is weird. Why do people keep bringing it up? So, this guy has already scored more goals and has. The hate towards this man is sick, and because I think, why does it bother people that he was the best player at the World Cup?
Nobody. I guarantee you, nobody says that.
It is. People, because your goats never bowled at the World Cup, and this guy was the best player at the World Cup, it's rubbed people the wrong way. Because at a point, he was as good as Neymar and Messi, and he actually bowled at the World Cup. People have it, they have a chip, they have an axe to grind against this dude. It's crazy. Hazard has not said a single thing against you, and people love rubbing and sticking the knife in. They're just like sticking us, twisting the knife. Don't be envious, bro. Don't be envious, but continue, Zima. Continue.
No. Like I said, man, I am a fan of Hazard, and I don't really like to see Hazard get those type of hate. So for me, like listen, man, look, Real Madrid need a player like this up top. They need a player like this up top. They definitely do. I mean, I hope, and Carvajal's coming back. Oh, this is looking peak for Chelsea. But I'm serious, man. I want Chelsea to win, but they're coming back. The key players are coming back to key positions, and it feels like it's gonna be one of those rundown.
Tuesday 3 p.m. We start. So the coverage starts at Tuesday 3 p.m. But continue.
I will be a Chelsea fan for a day. But again, man, Hazard, it's too early to say he's back. He still has to prove himself, and he has to play.
He's crap and he's a loser overweight. Yeah. Okay. What's this guy? Here's Zad. So he's finished. So these are lies that were been given. 10 minutes against Betis. Was this overweight? Was it?
I don't know. I haven't seen the game yet, so I just can't really.
You didn't need to say anything. It's like the guy was just there, man. You didn't need to say anything.
I don't. Maybe he's just recovering from injury, just getting prepared for a game against Chelsea.
Sure.
Yeah, and I just personally think that Hazard has kind of, I think it's probably a mixture of just bad running form, but also injuries, also bad luck, which means he had to be of injuries. I think Madrid is just, sanity. They have like a medical team, Sanitas. He makes players injured.
Were you one of the guys that hated on Hazard when he was going through all this stuff, like calling him overweight and stuff?
Probably not. I just wanted Hazard just to return back to injury and to showcase his talent at Real Madrid. I don't know. It just didn't work out, and I just probably that's probably the reason why he got serious. That's probably the reason why he hasn't played well. Maybe it's because his injuries. Maybe it's just his new locations and anything like that, or maybe it's Sanitas.
But do you think that we will see that top 3 player in the world back at any point? Do you think we'll see that player who was as good as Neymar and Messi again, or do you think that player is finished? Do you need some cough syrup? Does anyone need some cough syrup? I hear someone cough.
That was a smoker's cough, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was gonna say, Hazard. I think Hazard. Eden Hazard. I just don't think he's going to become as good as he is nowadays, but as he was before. But you just never know. Anything can happen.
Okay. Bad evil. Hazard, talk to me, man.
I don't know, man. It depends on what we're talking. For the season, it's not too much left, and despite the fact that yes, he came for 10 minutes today, he's still got a lot of work to do with regards to recovery, etc. So, I mean, I agree with you, HH. We could probably, for the most part, write, his season off in terms of him doing anything special. Overall in his career, I mean, it depends how much the injuries have set him back. And, we've also got to remember that, age in this time, we focus on the injury, but age has also caught up with him. But the one thing that I would potentially, hold on to for him is that he's never been... He's right. So he's had fantastic. He has fantastic acceleration, but he's never been the quickest player in terms of outright sprint speed. It's all been about acceleration, quick movements and his skillful dribbling. And I believe that I don't think his dribbling will evade him. So I still think I don't think he'll get to the the levels that he really should have based off of his raw talent.
Mhm.
But even if you get a Hazard that is 75% or so of what he fully could have been, I still think he can be effective for whichever team he plays for. But it's one of football's great shames, I think.
Oh, 100%. One of their great. No matter what people say, one of their great losses is what this guy could have done.
Chelsea, man.
Tragic, truly tragic.
Man,
No, definitely.
fuck you, man. Before I come to Chimera, thank you for the dub. Dennis Boyle, who says, imagine if Zad lifts the CL trophy. Dennis, that could happen. That could happen, but that would mess with my Chelsea narrative and so forth. I already know what the Zidane narrative is and everything. But all I say is that based on people's insults and abuse of Hazard, don't you dare allow Hazard to lift that trophy.
Hey, quick question.
Can I finish?
Sure.
Based on the people's abuse and disrespect, there's never been a more disrespected player than Eden Hazard. If he does do that, all of you losers with your sad, pathetic idols in the live chats, it's going to be a very difficult stream for you. Chimera, talk to me. Hazard, is he finished?
More disrespected player? What?
Yes, can you mute your mic? Think. Chimera, talk to me.
I mean, to be honest, bro, when it comes to this topic, like, honestly, my thing is with him playing 10 minutes against, it's like, who cares? Like, I mean, honestly, who cares? I mean, he's on the decline. It's not a coincidence he's been injured 2 years in a row. He's not taking care of his body well. He's aging. He's on the decline.
Easy.
No, he's right. Why is this even a topic? He's right.
Because
Not a fair point.
And I'm saying, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Hazard hater, I was saying Hazard was great even before people even, were saying he was great. So
you're right.
I'm just saying what I see. He's on the decline. He's injured. It's not a coincidence he's getting injured now. He's not taking care of his body, and it's catching up to him. He's on the decline, and it is what it is. Like, that's just the facts.
Yes, you wanted to speak on this.
Yeah. My brother is a Chelsea fan, HH, my little brother. So I've watched a lot of Chelsea games throughout my life, and I've watched Hazard. And I said this in confidence to him. I said, if there's any player close to Messi, that's him. That's Hazard in terms of ability.
This is true, yeah.
That's what I've said. The way he dribbles the ball, the way he used to dribble, glide through players, the way Mourinho made Herrera men mark him, and wrongfully got a red card. I mean, in the FA Cup. But anyways, moving on.
Rightfully.
To be honest,
yeah.
To be honest, football is. I just want football to be poetic. I want to see Hazard knock Chelsea out. That's what I want. I want to see you torn. I want to see you.
Be careful, yes.
Like,
be careful.
I want to see HH without him knowing celebrate a Hazard goal, but then realize we're out.
Yes, say you're evil, bro. You're evil.
I really want that.
You're evil, bro. Even I can't reach that kind of level.
Wait. Yes, that's Nasir. That is like generally the most evil thing I've ever
That
heard
would be a
anyone
narrative.
say.
Yes, it would be a nightmare.
He's getting fit though. HH, he's getting fit. No, HH, he's getting fit. That can actually be a reality.
Yes,
like,
he's finished. He's finished.
He put the pilot down. He put the pilot down.
Finished.
I mean, imagine the reason why Roman sold him to Real Madrid for this exact moment. For this moment in the semifinals of the Champions League to knock Chelsea out.
Imagine if Zard makes semis maximum a reality.
Reality. Imagine.
You guys are the biggest losers I've ever had in my life, man.
I mean,
yes, look, man, are you done so we can do
it? Okay, before I go, let me ask you an honest question.
Do I have to answer?
Yeah, please. Would you rather see Chelsea advance or for Hazard to redeem? Just think about what he has been throughout this whole season, throughout this two seasons.
You can't ask me that question. Listen, you can't. Yes, there's something called freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: people know about my Chelsea narrative, and they know how much crap I took based off the hashtag and everything. Hazard has been my guy for years. Hazard has been my guy, and I have rooted and gone to bat for this dude in the face of unspeakable, despicable, disgusting abuse. There has been no player who has been more abused and vilified than this man. If there's anybody in world football that deserves redemption, it's this man. And it would bring me to tears. Like, if that's why I don't know that's going to happen. But if Hazard somehow redeems himself on the biggest stage, my gosh, I would probably cry. I would probably cry, because that is almost to the level of what Ronaldo did in 02 World Cup, which is still the greatest redemption arc of all time. Because I told you. But here's the thing you have to say: Hazard's narrative, it's not on the docket. I'm sorry. I don't even have it on the docket, because I've already given up on dude.
Would you sacrifice the semis minimum narrative?
No. No. Chelsea have to win so I can clown all you guys here and clown these clowns in the live chat. So,
but you're a complicated Chelsea fan, HH. Come on.
I am, but I'm also petty. So, based on all you losers who clowned me last year, for Chelsea to win, I want like a 5-hour stream where I insult all these clowns. What's it called? Splash, Sergio, all these dudes, all these losers that call me LL. I need that satisfaction, and I want that. I want that. So,
and I want to see that stream. I want to see it happen.
Guys,
I'll be there front row as well.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, so let's talk about this dude. So he's been sacked. Again. Can I just say one thing really quickly? Daniel Levy is a piece of shit. That's what he is.
I agree.
If I can, I mean, agreed. If I saw Levy, I would punch him in the face. Doing that to Mourinho, doing that to my boy, and you know how I feel about my boy. And I've said that this was bad to begin with. This was a bad fit, and it will end in tears. And I believe that City would have beaten them. At least just let him go out after a final. Let him go out after a final. The fact that you didn't even give this guy a final, you are a sick. See, before I didn't actually hate Levy. Levy was just a guy who I just used as like an example of why Tottenham are screwed. So I just say, Tottenham fans, you've got a really crappy chairman here who only cares about business and not about your club. So I was like, yeah. See, it was distant. What he did to Mourinho, after this, I'm putting him in Class C. And he's probably going to stay there like indefinitely. So he's going to be like a Class C stalwart Brit, because you denying Mourinho a final against Pep and so forth, you're a special kind of sicko. But with that being said, guys, so look, people have said that Mourinho is finished, he's done, he's a dinosaur, blah, 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 blah. 2010, he won a treble. How many trebles have you won? Pep's treble wasn't clean because he cheated in 09. Mourinho's treble is clean because he didn't cheat to get it. So I can use all that stuff. FC Porto, Dodd. But I said this to begin with, that this was always going to end like this. So, yeah, he was always going to get sacked. I even said before this happened that, sack him. Now, sack him after the final. But sack him. Like, for me, I was awful. No, sack him. He has to be sacked. Like, this is not going to work. But sack him after the final. Give him that final that he got to. Then after that final, win or lose, sack him. Even if he wins, sack him. Because this one's not going to work. Mourinho has to be PSG, Juventus, Bayern, and so forth. This Tottenham needed like a coach to really coach them and improve them. Levy got slick. He got smart and tried to get to Mourinho. So no, Mourinho isn't finished. He just went to the wrong club. That I said at the start wasn't the right one. Wisely, Mourinho. Is the hate towards him justified after his sacking?
see with the sacking, first and foremost, that this to do it before less than a week before a cup final. I don't care
Sick.
what I don't care
Sick.
what competition this is. To do it before less than a week before the final against his biggest rival. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And secondly, the outroar about Tottenham being where they are in the league. First of all, they're a mid-table team. I don't know what this whole this hype train about Tottenham. They're a brick club with zero European history. They're a bunch of bums, a bunch of losers. If you want to talk ball jobs, they're the biggest ball jobs in the Premier League. So I don't know what this uproar is about them being where they are in the league. And also, now Mourinho is I don't know. I know you'd like to not say this, but he is on the decline, and he's been on the decline for at least for the last decade. He's been on the decline for the last decade, but the way this dude, how do you sack? I don't understand where this logic came from, and I think it was obviously the media trying to spin it in the direction of it was fixtures and whatnot, but this was something a bit more deeper than that, and
for sure.
I don't. Do you think it was ESL related?
No. I believe that this was definitely this there was probably like a row or an argument that must have
because
happened
there was
it just
there was
doesn't make
whole
sense.
yeah because there was a whole report and stuff going on. He refused to bring the players up for
Yeah,
training,
but
and
there's no truth. And I think Fabrizio Romano, who's normally pretty reliable, said that no, there's no truth to those reports. Those are just rumors. So we have no evidence that it was because of that. So there must have been an argument or something, because it just
something
seems
like that.
weird.
It's so I've never seen anything like that happen before. And with this so close to the end of the season as well, why sack him now? Like you there's a huge payout as well now. I mean, I don't know. Personally, me as a businessman, I wouldn't want that. So that makes no sense from a business aspect. And again, before when was the last time Tottenham won a trophy? Like, yes, it's against.
But here's the thing, though. If they do win the final, that will then sort of vindicate him.
I mean,
no, because if this Ryan Mason dude somehow, some way,
we gotta get to me.
So,
how do you replace? First of all, I mean, I would have thought you'd sack Mourinho to have some kind of great backup plan, but this club's the non-winning mentality that this club has. These dudes appoint these dudes appoint Mason, who I don't even know is this dude's last name. He came out of nowhere. You talk about Lampard being a rookie.
This guy literally is a damn rookie. Like
I don't even.
No, they're a joke. Like Tottenham are they're a joke, man. They're a joke.
But I tell you what. Listen, if they go on to win the cup, I mean, I'm not gonna sit and act like don't give the dude credit or whatever. But the decision to sack Uncle Mo before this close to a cup final is and he lost his streak of winning a club trophy at every club that he's been. He wasn't even given the chance. But so I don't know where Mo go from here, to be honest. Because where is available to him?
I'm gonna have to wait for the Portuguese job, man. You know. So from Shane Schubert, who says, "Thank you for the Shane Schubert." He says, "Imagine if a club sacked Uncle Mo twice, though. You see, Mo has. I can understand how people are saying that Homeboy is at the decline because of all of these sackings that are happening. Sacked here, sacked there, sacked everywhere. But my thing is that Mourinho is very bullish. And Mourinho isn't going to go down without a fight. And he'll be back. Yeah, this is bad. Sacking is bad. But the reason why this doesn't bother me is because I knew this was going to happen. It would be different if, let's say, he went to PSG. It's messed up and he got sacked. And I'm like, okay. Or he went to Bayern, Messi got there. It's like, oh, all right. Because you have the players, you have the thing. But Tottenham are a mess, man. They're a mess run by a complete utter clown called Daniel Levy. So Who else wants to jump at this Mourinho?
Can I speak on
Me, I want to go.
I want. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Abdul.
HH, there's two sides to the story, I think. There's one for Mourinho and one against him. Which one do you want first?
Give me the one against Mourinho. I always start bad and then go with good.
The thing I can say against Mourinho, and you have to agree, you can't disagree on this because it's factual. Mourinho has become, I don't know if he's become, but especially in the modern age, he's a poor man manager, man. He causes division, and he loses the changing room really fast. You know, the thing is, with a good man manager, you can have bad results, you can go on a bad run, but if you're a good man manager, you can still keep the changing room on your side. The thing you've seen with Mourinho, especially in his last couple of jobs, is that when it's gone bad, sour with the results, he's also lost that dressing room really fast. The thing with it is, it's not very hard to keep a good changing room when you're winning, when you're getting good results, when you're at the top of the league. The thing is, you prove how good of a man manager you are when you can keep the team happy, pleased, ambitious, and motivated when you're losing, when you have nothing to fight for, when you're scraping by. And he just hasn't managed to do that. You see how every time he goes through a bad patch of form, like you see how he always causes fights in the changing rooms, man. Always has fights. Either Pogba, Dele Alli. Oh, there's always someone that he hates him.
Because it's a different set of players. It's a different generation. So,
yeah. Do you want the four now?
Yeah, go for it.
The thing for which I think you have to be objective here. I think for Mourinho, the most important thing when he takes over a team, it's that he gets his own defenders. That he has some good defenders. His tactics is based around defensive football.
And a playmaker. And a good creative player like a number 10. Snyder, Ozil, Deco.
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the thing when you look at Spurs. How are you going to sack a manager, all right, when you've allowed him to buy one horrible right back who's absolutely flopped, and he's playing with the same defense that left Pochettino in 14th place? I just don't understand. Tottenham's defense is horrible. It's shocking. And the one thing that Mourinho has to have if he's going to be successful is a good defense. And he just hasn't had that. So how can you sack a manager? That's the thing I hate about modern football. They don't give the managers the time to build their team. Like, he has bought no defenders other than a right back who's flopped. Like, how can you judge him when it's not his own team? It's not his back line. Like, I don't understand. Like, let him bring in some defenders. Let him bring in his own
Pep always gets his players. Pep always gets his players.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I feel that's so unfair. Like, the team Brian Mason is left with now, it's almost the same team Mourinho got. It's almost the same team. And Reguilon, bro, don't start me on Reguilon, man. That guy has been a flop at Real Madrid. And after he came back from injury, he had a good spell at the start of the season, but he's been horrendous defensively. Horrendous.
All right, who else wants to? So I think Zima, you still want to jump
let me
in.
jump in.
I wanted to jump
after
in.
Zima. After Zima.
Yes, after Zima, then Yasser. So Zima, then Yasser. Zima.
Okay, with Mourinho, there's two halves to this. This is a clear indication, like Abdul said, there's a clear indication that in the modern game, marketing goes into a manager's perspective and outlook and a club backing a manager. It's become a thing of how attractive style of play are you? Are you satisfying the fans as customers? Are you satisfying them in terms of entertainment? It's no longer only about trophies. It's changed. The modern game changed. The modern fan doesn't doesn't only want results. They want results with great, style of play. And that certainly has changed.
So if you win a treble and trophies, but you don't play well, you get sacked?
Some fans will want to outroar. We've seen it plenty of times.
Those fans are
psychopaths. No.
I'm not sure there's any fan that would be happy with trophies.
I want to meet these fans. I want to meet these.
And then
me too, actually. Yeah.
No. I've seen some fans that say some ridiculous things.
Yeah, then
but that's just my personal experience from it. And when it comes to Mourinho, you see, when he came back to Spurs, I was in two holes. People were getting excited because of the words he was saying, because of his press conferences and him saying that I've changed my style of play. I brought the right people. I brought the right coaches around me in order to adopt to the modern game. And people were excited. But at the same time, this is a guy who clearly hasn't recovered from the psychological damage that he's experienced season in, season out. This is a guy who has experienced owners not necessarily backing him, have experienced the modern day players and how much they're worth more than the manager and how much clubs are willing to back him instead of him. This is the modern game, and he's been almost a reflection of that, of him not adapting, of him not necessarily getting the backing he deserves. At the same time, I think that as much as we want to say Mourinho is made, and if he gets back, he'll end up winning trophies. How much class? When Mourinho was around, you had top class defenders. You had defenders that only knew how to do defense. That's their main job. They weren't occupied with building a play. In the modern game, the defenders have changed. There are very few Mourinho-esque type of players in the world that have experience, that have the ability to win trophies with the amount of experience that they do have.
So he has to adapt to the new world, then.
Yeah. That's the thing. The world doesn't adapt to you. You adapt to the world, and that's been the case with him. In terms of Spurs and the hierarchy and their board. I mean, Daniel Levy, this guy's an incompetent. He's so incompetent.
He's a dick.
This guy. He understood that this team is getting old and he needs to replace parts. He didn't listen to Poch. Mourinho, he doesn't. He seems to have gotten in a fight with Mourinho. And in fact, I remember when Mourinho was appointed. If we look back at it. It was Arsenal that were about to get him. So by that standpoint, if I'm looking at it from that standpoint, he's being very reactionary hiring Mourinho. He never really had a plan for Mourinho. Mourinho was brought there to win trophies, but he didn't have an outlook of what the club wanted to be. And if you're an owner, you don't have an outlook of what you want the club to be. You don't know who's the right manager. How do you expect that club to achieve anything?
So in your view, do you think is Mourinho finished, or do you think he just needs to find the right club? And does that club exist with the kind of players that he needs to say what's up?
Listen, Mourinho is gonna have to go. I don't think he's made for the elite. I don't think he's made for top class football. I think there's too much players that resemble what Mourinho's been struggling with in elite class. Maybe with lower class, teams and with lower class demands and expectations, these players are willing to pull their weight because of the reputation and respect you have, and because of them wanting to prove themselves to the world and probably get a better transfer or get trophies. Maybe those are the type of clubs, those lower half clubs that aren't necessarily fighting year in, year out for the major trophies. Okay. That's where Mourinho's at right now.
Okay. Yes, talk to me.
All right, okay. Do we I'm fast. Like I said, I'm fasting, so I'm just gonna go straight to the facts. This is Tottenham. For God's sakes, guys, this is Tottenham. Let's be honest. Tottenham, everybody knows this. The fact that they're a big club kind of bothers me, because I'm like, as my time I've been watching Tottenham, and I've been watching, the Tottenham has been that everyone's kind of second favorite team, where everyone will like them to succeed because they will never succeed type of thing, Like, I mean, Chelsea have your rivalries, yada yada, but you're like, oh yeah, we want to see Tottenham do well, because like Tottenham are never a threat though. Tottenham has never been a threat. I see Tottenham as Everton. That's what I see. You have Liverpool, you have Everton, you have Arsenal, you have Tottenham. And that's the way I've always seen Tottenham. Tottenham has always been a joke in my eyes. Tottenham had every good player they ever had. They left to go get to actually win things. Gareth Bale left to win things. Modric left to win things. With Berbatov, etc., etc.
Sol Campbell.
Everybody left to go win things. You never win anything with Tottenham, no matter how much you can try. So the one man in the world that could actually give Tottenham a trophy was Mourinho. And Mourinho came, and even him, it was too the juju on Tottenham was so huge. Even him couldn't even get him. It was never about Mourinho. It was all the time. It was about Tottenham, and for them to sack him before a final that he got him to, that he legit got him to. I mean, that's just Spursy right there. That's just a Spurs thing to do. Give yourself no chance to win a trophy, to bottle it. They bottled the trophy before they even played the game. How is that even possible? HH.
It's a Tottenham thing.
It's just like, and people. The one thing I will criticize Mourinho is he took this Tottenham job. Like Devil said.
That was exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, like Devil said,
Yeah.
he took this job, guys.
That was his big mistake.
Tottenham were never gonna win an entire league. They were never gonna win a league. They had a chance to win a trophy, but Tottenham did what Tottenham did. Tottenham was never gonna compete because they just can't. They cannot compete with the Chelseas. They cannot compete. They cannot even compete with Arsenal. Arsenal is ninth. It's just ridiculous. They still cannot compete with them. And Arsenal's still nice. They're terrible. They lost 13 games and they still cannot compete with Arsenal. Arsenal still win things. Like, I mean, Tottenham hasn't been a joke, will always be a joke. People are just there for job experience, like Pochettino, like Gareth Bale. It's like Southampton, like Everton, like they're those type of teams. No matter how much they like, in my opinion, no matter how much quote unquote they try, it doesn't like no matter like they. I guess apparently they have a huge fan base because they're apparently part of this big six, whatever that means. Tottenham is just always going to be Tottenham. They just can't compete with Man City, Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal. I mean, this is a reality. They got gas because Pochettino got them into a couple of the
Look,
top
they
fours.
screwed over my boy,
So
and now
it's-
it's personal.
and
It's personal.
I have a perfect club for him to go to. Perfect club that's set up for him to succeed. Inter.
Well, they're about to win the league, so
They have Conte, and
But
Conte's doing a really good job.
You know Conte. Conte always got beef with everyone. Conte is probably going to get himself sacked.
Unless
So-
if he solved the structure, basically, I think Italy and everything will be a good thing. So, guys, look, let's get this right now. So, guys,
Whoa! Hold on.
Oh, God.
Relax.
He
Look,
got luck.
I don't have
It's okay. He's not going to do anything. Gotta go ahead, bro.
relax, relax.
How many receipts? How many receipts?
Relax.
It's
relax.
just talk, man.
I just want to say, look, we all know Mourinho did not come for the Tottenham job to win them titles. Okay, he only came for the all for one, all for nothing
Documentary.
Let's be honest.
Documentary. Oh my days.
That's the only thing he came for.
You're very messed up, man. That's a very
That's the only thing he came for.
that's a very messed up thing to say, man. Take that back. Come on, that's a very messed up thing to say.
No, but let's be honest, it's true now. Like, come on. That's all he came. I'm surprised he even lasted this long. Once the season was over, he should have
All
gone.
for one,
Like, that
one
was
for
it.
all. Wait, isn't that like 3
The fact
Musketeers
that
or
they
something?
actually made a documentary.
Yeah, it is. Man. So look, let's be honest. After the documentary stuff, he wasn't doing anything there again. I know they had that nice start to the season, but that was just for for people to think.
It's in the documentary, like at the very end when they're basically all hugging each other. They're hugging each other because I think they came like 6th.
Yeah.
They
I
were
remember that,
celebrating
yeah.
the Europa League qualification.
But
Mourinho
it
was.
is.
I
And
was
then,
like,
and then they
this
proceed
is so
to
sad.
lose to Dynamo Zagreb. God.
Bruh.
Nah, it
And they
is,
were
to be
leading
fair.
2-0.
Yeah,
They were leading 2-0. They were 2-0 up on aggregate.
I didn't even think that was going to happen. You see, to be fair, HH, they did learn from Mourinho, let's be honest. I mean, he told them to be bastards, and they were bastards. They sacked them sharp. So it wasn't like he
But
told
he
them to be
wins
bastards.
though. It got like to treat him to make him bastards, but to win. They pass and they look that. It does, bro. It doesn't go together.
Bro, your mic is
Bro,
muted.
typewriting is your mic typewriting?
But yes, you just
Bro, you need to, bro, you need to chill. You need to chill.
Siberia.
You need to chill. Your mic is gonna explode.
For the last 5 seconds. But
Oh,
look,
my bad. My mic not working. Is it working now?
It's working on Bobo. You were Siberian for about 5
Yeah,
seconds.
you were typewriting, bro. Your mic was typewriting.
Your mic literally sounded like that bleed stuff.
Can we round off this Mourinho thing? I want to
Well,
get
it
to this
infuriates me,
discussion.
HH. You know, that's
No,
probably
no, no. Look, that's what I have to say, man. Like, look, it's unfortunate for Mourinho. Like you said, dud, man. He came for the dud, and look, even the special one could not do anything in Tottenham. So
Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Mourinho didn't have this great amount of options.
Zeman,
Spurs was his option.
Zeman, we are moving on. Okay, Mourinho, I still love you. You're still the goats. So guys, because I think some people want to come in, so we're gonna just try and freshen things a little bit here. We're gonna try and freshen things a little bit
Is it the
here.
preview? Is it the
this.
roundup?
No. So we're doing
that's
the
the
roundup.
reason I came this time.
So guys who've not been
one.
around there, I've opened up some spaces for some people who have not been up in this piece, man. So if you've not been up in this piece, feel free to come through. I've opened up a few spaces, man. So and I will keep on trying to rejig it. I'll keep on trying to rejig it, so trying to get as many people in here as possible. So I want to start with Bayern Munich against PSG. And I'm going to say this right now, and PSG fans may not like me saying this.
Yeah, PSG fans.
Respect, Ahmed.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So PSG fans, they may not like me saying this. They may not like me saying this, but I'm still going to come out and say it. Full strength of Bayern, I think, would have won that game. Would have won the tie. Because let's do the calculation. I get it, Marquinhos was injured quite early and so forth. But really, the main attacking threat they were missing was Marco. And as good as Marquinhos is, Diallo came in and slotted it. They still had Di Maria, they still had Neymar, they still had Mbappe. So they had their main front three players. And they still had Kimpembe defense, they still had Navas. Bayern Munich were missing the best player last year. The best player last year, they were missing him. So already that is a massive loss. Marco is my guy and so forth, but Lewandowski, that's huge. Gnabry. Bro, Gnabry was more clutch than Lewandowski. Last year, he was more clutch. So you're missing one of your best players, one of your most important players, and you're missing a guy who was voted best player last year. And you're missing a guy who was clutch. It's Serge Clutch Gnabry. Oh, and Goretzka as well. So these are three vital attacking weapons. PSG had all three of the attacking weapons, but we're missing three of the attacking weapons. So my thing is that PSG fans, of course, you wouldn't get and everything, but all I'm saying is that if you do the calculations, Bayern were 1 goal away from knocking out PSG. 1 goal away. And so if I'm saying, okay, so they were missing these three guys. They lost that first leg 3-2. They won. People forget, they won the second leg. They won the second leg 1-0. So if Lewandowski, Goretzka, and Gnabry were there, first of all, it would have. Then I think we would have definitely had two classics. It would have been the two best Champions League games that we've ever seen. Even despite that, maybe that's Bayern Real Madrid in 2017 or 16 was pretty crazy. I'm trying to think of like a better two-legged tie, because basically the one where it went into extra time, that was crazy. Where Asensio
got sent off.
Yeah, we have it down. See, now that's probably one of the best I can think of over two legs. But these are two legs. These were two crazy games. But so that's how I want to start. Bayern PSG. If Bayern were at full strength, do they beat PSG, or is difficult to know? Abdul, talk to me.
Before this. Can I just ask you a question real quick?
Go for it.
Are we going to be? I'm guessing not today, but are we going to be talking about how Virgil van Dijk is going to be having a field day against Dinamo Zagreb next season and Dundalk in the Europa League?
Abdul, it ain't over until it's over. You see, because bro, things can change very quickly. See, that is jumping over the bridge. That is still jumping over the bridge. So it ain't over until it's over, bro. Paul. No.
All right. Yeah. In regards to the game, people, they always say, they say, look at the players that Bayern have. Look at how great they are, right? Look at how great Müller is. Look how great Koeman is. The thing is, Bayern, they play such good football, such great football, that even a player like Choupo-Moting, he can come up with some clutch goals in the Champions League quarterfinal. Yes, he missed a lot of sitters, but it's just an amazing team. And not having Robert Lewandowski was a massive, massive, massive loss, because you saw how many chances they missed. How many chances? Yeah, Choupo-Moting, like no one can say that it was not a shithousery what PSG did the first game. It was. But you can also say, let's be honest, HH, in the second leg, PSG were very unlucky. Neymar fluffed so many chances. So you can say, yes, they were lucky with their goals in the first leg, but they were very unlucky in the second leg. They could easily
unlucky. I mean, they can say, okay, Bayern were unlucky in the amount of chances they missed in the first leg.
Yeah, of course. But we are putting this in a. You're saying, what if Lewandowski was there, right? But you can also say,
and Goretzka.
Yeah, I think it's very hard to argue for the fact that they wouldn't go through, because if they didn't create chances, you would say, all right, they didn't create chances, so the strikers wouldn't have had any service. But the matter of fact is, they created a lot of chances, they just didn't take them. So obviously, you must say that it can definitely have been a different outcome if they had their best strikers, and not just their best strikers, probably the best strikers in the world at the moment. So yes, definitely. I think, like, I have to be honest with you, HH. Like, I'm so surprised that Bayern didn't go through. Like, I don't rate PSG. I really don't rate the team.
So you thought Bayern would go through despite all those injuries?
Yeah, 100%. I'm really surprised, because I saw how PSG, they played against Barcelona in the home leg at Parc de France, and like they were not impressive whatsoever. So I think if Lewandowski would have been there, Gnabry, Goretzka, it would definitely have been a different tie, and I think we would have seen the game that everyone wants to see next week, which would have been Bayern against Manchester City. But unfortunately, I have a feeling that that's never going to happen, because last season, you know what happened with Lyon and Man City. They also bottled it. Otherwise, we would have seen it there. And then this season, PSG is stopping us from seeing that tie. We all want to see it because we all know, on paper, those are the two best teams in the world, Bayern and Man City. And we are not being allowed to see that tie. I don't know why, but let's hope next year.
Okay, so before I go, let me just do some of these dubs. So, I think this is from the previous topic here and so forth. So, Rodrigo Roda says, Uncle Moo to Celtic to start part trophies. Rodrigo Roda's show respect to Mourinho. Gatlock.
He'll get schooled by Gerrard.
Rodrigo Rodas, don't give me because I read this and I said, don't give me any of that crap.
There's a British Super League, by the way. They may be thinking about adding Celtic and Rangers to the.
I don't give it a crap. I don't give an SHIT. Rodrigo Rodas, you're speaking to a two-time Champions League winner. You're speaking to a man who ran Pep out of town. and he's speaking to one of the greatest managers of all time. And with all due respect to Celtic, and I respect to Celtic, that is not Mourinho's level. Please, please, please show respect to the goal. Don't give me that crap.
Isn't it like he went to Tottenham? So
From Rodrigo Rodriguez again, who says, after getting sacked, Uncle Moose spent 4 hours ripping into the players. What a boss. Celtic are calling. Imagine him winning the UCL with them. Rodrigo Rodriguez, I'll say this again. He is not touching Celtic. And instead, Mourinho should spend all of his hours insulting that piece of crap called Daniel Levy. And finally, from Rodrigo, who is here, who wants to abuse me. Why don't you do why don't you do dubs before moving topics? I know, I get it. Look, I'm only one man and so forth, but yes, I will try and make sure that whenever we move topics, I will review any dubs that are set. Please, please, please. I do my best. I'm only one
AJ,
man.
that's rude. He's contributing towards your Thursday night meals, so
AJ, did you know?
Wanda, is it your background with all this phone?
No.
What's Skitcher? You are treading on thin. Like, wait, why are you even still here? Like, why would I kick you out? Why the heck are you still here? Amazing.
Why Skit Jackson? I love your art of insulting
meet your mic. Nobody wants to hear from you.
I thought the guy was a City fan. Why is he?
No, he's a United fan.
Wait, what did you say?
The cheek.
I love
Osasuna,
your art of insulting
Osasuna. If Bayern were at full strength, do they beat PSG, or are we being disingenuous? And was Neymar spared the embarrassment because he missed a lot of great chances in that second?
Neymar was definitely spared. That is 100% true. In the words of a wise man, 1 + 1 does not always equal 2 in football. Wait, hold on. Did I say wise man? Wait.
Whoa. Is it this? Wait. It's so weird. Like, why can't people just give me my credit? In every other channel, people love the host. It's expression. Right? This is the only channel where people generally try to clown me and don't ever want to call me the great one that I am. Osasuna, you said. Osasuna, you said.
You live in a Wonder Vision world, bro.
That show was a part of trash, by the way. And also, Sam, mate, you ain't Captain America. I ain't accepting as Captain America. So, Osasuna, just accept I'm the wise man and keep it going. You don't need to backtrack. So, yes, as you were saying, as a wise man once said, 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2 in football. Thank you. Now continue.
Okay, so as you said, that is the case. I think that if Bayern had Lewandowski and Gnabry, well, to be fair, Gnabry would have replaced Sané, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, that changes things, actually, since Sané was pretty much Class A throughout the tie. He was literally Robin without being Robin, no right foot. But I think in the end, looking just at that first leg, it was going to be a smash and grab with the same tactics, regardless of whether Lewandowski and Gnabry were playing. Maybe Bayern score an extra, but I think even if it was like a 3-3, 4-3, I think PSG would have been more up for that second leg. Maybe, I don't know. It's like you can't answer this question properly. Like there is no proper way to answer this question because it's all theoretics. It's all theoretical.
No, so if you do the math, again, we never know what we could do before. But my math is Bayern
broken.
We're 1 goal away from knocking out PSG, missing 3 of their top attacking players.
I will say this: that second leg, Bayern really got lucky. I mean, PSG, some of the ways that they were constantly, like, every time I looked at that game, it was on Bayern's side of the field.
But also, then we can say the thing about the Champions League final. The Neymar 1v1, the chance that Mbappe had inside of the box, the Marquinhos chance that Neuer saved. So it was the same thing. So, but my
the
thing
two players who came clutch in that game were playing on the field. So who knows if Lewandowski would have done any better than Choupo-Moting?
He's talking about Koeman and Neuer, HH.
No, Koeman, Neuer, and Kimmich.
Yeah, in the final. Those are the guys that
yeah, and even Kimmich had a brick second leg. So I think, Choupo-Moting got 2 goals is the thing. He got 2 goals. Like, Lewandowski, I don't know if he could have done much more. I think he would have maybe gotten 2 goals, maybe a third somewhere in there. I think Bayern win that. I think they do if they are full strength. But to be fair, PSG really ripped apart Bayern that second leg. I mean, I think that Bayern, even with when they were 1-0 up, they didn't believe they were going to win it. I truly believe they were sort of on losers mentality for some kind of reason, which is strange because Bayern are that team that always has winners mentality, except for whatever reason, except when they play against Real Madrid. Like I remember you said that 2017 tie was one of the best ties you've ever seen, right?
Mhm.
It was a great and exciting tie, but it was really, in terms of quality, it wasn't like both sides. It was pretty much Real Madrid dominating for 3 halves of the 3 halves plus extra time. Only the first half of the first leg did Bayern were actually Bayern on top. I think it was a lot more this tie, like the Real Madrid Bayern tie of 2018, where Bayern again needed just that one more goal. I think it was actually extremely similar, but Bayern actually completely dominated Real for most of the tie, and yet they couldn't get the job done. We know that Lewandowski, yes, he scored in all those games last season. He wasn't clutch. He wasn't that clutch guy, right? He's always failed to be clutch ever since he moved to Bayern in the Champions League. So I think in the end, Bayern go through, but I really don't know.
Who else wants to jump in on this whole thing?
HH, you can't ignore PSG's injuries. This is getting ridiculous. Marquinhos, Marco, that's true.
Isn't Mbappe injured?
With your mic, anyway, also Florenzi and Bernat, their first choice fullbacks are missing, so you end up with second choice fullbacks who get ripped apart for 180 minutes. If Marquinhos is there, Choupo-Moting doesn't score those 2 header. Wait, I think in the first leg, those 2 header goals they scored from crosses, they don't score that if Marquinhos is there. And PSG win it in
Marquinhos was there when they scored the first one.
No, he wasn't. He was off. No, he was off after like 30 minutes, and they didn't score until the very end. Yeah.
I don't think it was there for the
Choupo-Moting. Bayern did nothing in the second leg. They scored a fluky goal, which got from a deflection, and after that, they did absolutely nothing. And to be honest, one more thing I want to say: people talk about these guys like who was I going to talk about? Kimmich, Müller, tier 1, right? HH tier 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tier 1. These guys are system merchants. Role players. I am telling you, around these guys are role players.
So you're telling
you criticize.
So you're telling that Lewandowski, Goretzka, and Gnabry would not have made that much of a difference.
Oh, they would have, but then Marquinhos and Marco and Florenzi would have made just as much of a difference.
Just as much of a difference as the best player last year, one of their most clutch
who's
players.
Who's the best player of last year who's never clutched in the Champions League? Who's rarely clutched in the Champions League since moved to Bayern?
But on Bundesliga, it's like a whole pie. So it's Lewandowski, Gnabry, Goretzka, who as a 3 were critical to last year's treble.
Yes.
And then their best defender, their best midfielder, it becomes a completely different game, HH. Also, Di Maria, absolute beast. One more thing. This guy was man of the match in a Champions League final that had Ramos, Modric, and Cristiano in it. Just let that sink in for a minute. He's always a beast in it. One of the most underrated players of the 21st century, in my opinion.
No. I think no. Watching that game, Di Maria is money. I think somebody even said that's underrated. Like, okay, who is the most overrated or underrated? I think I need to change my pick. I think Di Maria might be the most underrated player right now. I think Di Maria right now might be the most underrated player. I think he's picking him a lot.
No, go on. Sorry.
I would say the most underrated player of the last decade. Even the last decade. Also, one more thing, another quite underrated player. You know how Bayern's press suffocated PSG in the first leg, right? Just crosses, chances after chance. They didn't put the ball in the back net, but they got chance after. Second leg, almost no chances for Bayern. And PSG played through the press easily. The only difference was Paredes was in that midfield.
Yeah, they
did that complete composure. No matter how much they press.
Wait, real quick. Wait, Wonder, are you outside?
I think he's following an ice cream truck or something like
I
that.
think it's raining outside. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
no. Wait,
It's
because I hear crickets and so forth. So
It
listen,
says heavy
are you
rains.
outside?
No, we hear
It
it.
says heavy
We hear it
rains.
every single stream with him. It's not.
Okay, because like it's like I think if you could just move to a place without that, because it's like because we're wearing headphones and it sounds like there's like a mouse trying to piss in our ear
Wait,
lobes.
can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Why
HH,
can talk to me?
So, do you know with the whole situation of Lewandowski and Gnabry missing with Goretzka as well? Do you think the first question is, do you think Bayern would have created the same amount of chances in the first leg? And if they did, do you think they would have resurrected PSG in that first leg?
Not resurrected, but I think we have a different game. Maybe a game goes to penalties. There is no reason why they wouldn't have created the same number of chances, because it's what these guys do. So I don't know how them having those players would mean that they would not create those chances.
We're talking hypothetical situations anyway.
No,
so.
it's true. No, but and even if we go into deep hypothetical, PSG would then respond to, if let's say Bayern scored 1, 2, 3 much more goals than PSG, but like, okay, well, we now have to respond, because PSG were like, let's now defend. And even in the second leg, they were still, okay, we are leading this whole thing. We don't need to aggressively attack these guys. We can still defend and counterpunch. So basically, it would have been interesting to see, but it's like, we can't just ignore that Bayern created a lot of chances.
Yes.
In the first leg.
But HH, you also got to take like that second leg. I mean, PSG almost Lord crafted it. They had Neuer literally one man in the defense.
But yes, did they? Yes. But you see, people can say, "Oh, they go on." No, I don't want to hear anything else. At this level of football, there's no such thing as bad luck. At the end of the day, it was the same thing as the CL final. Like, you had all these chances, but you didn't put them away.
But HH, okay. I'm gonna let Undisputed finish because I'm gonna go after him.
We have to remember, it's much harder to create chance if you're a pressing team like Bayern, right, or Liverpool. It's so much harder to create chances if you are up against a press-resistant midfielder. If you're up against a Modric, a Kroos, or even like a Verratti or a Paredes, it's so much harder because no matter how much you press, these guys will find a way through, and all of a sudden you're on the back foot and you're defending, right? And that's what PSG was missing in the first leg, and that's why Bayern was like Lara Crofting them in the first leg. But the second leg,
Bayern's biggest mistake was playing such a high line against players that you know are almost designed to.
That's what they always do, though. That's what they always do.
They played the high line. They would play the extreme high line.
I think Bayern, if Bayern don't play high line, they don't create any chances. They don't have the technical ability of like a prime Barcelona or prime Real Madrid to just dribble through. They're similar to Liverpool in many ways. They rely on physicality, high line pressing to.
They have the attack, but it's super effective. It's super like That's what they again, like first leg they created a lot of those chances. Which look, as I said again, like see, this is only hypotheticals, and I think when there is so much at stake, I don't think you give it them about damn it, I wish we faced them at their best. No. So for Bayern, it's a case of like, my God, man, why did you have to have that international break? You know, at 11, that's got to go through. But if you're PSG, like, bro, because right now for PSG and for all these teams, it's about let's go on and get that freaking trophy. So, look, I mean, let's just go everywhere and so forth. Can I just say one thing? Chelsea got lucky. Chelsea got very lucky. I don't know what Conceicao was smoking. If he had brought on Taremi earlier,
bunch of bricks.
I think.
HH, was he paid?
Hold on, are we done with the Bayern conversation?
Yeah, actually,
no. We're going all over the place, but okay. So yes, it's up to me.
No, what I was gonna say, I'm gonna be honest. I generally feel like PSG versus Bayern is a mismatch for Bayern. That's the general consensus.
Then why did they beat them in the final?
Because that final is a one-off. I mean, let's be honest. We all said if this was a two-legged tie, we all said like I was listening to the post-match analysis of that final. A lot of people said if this was two-leg, then PSG probably would have won because PSG had the better chances, and that's my general point. Yes, Bayern Munich created a lot of chances, but I mean, like if you look at the above her two legs, PSG created like clear cut chances. Like that's just, and I feel like the way Pochettino set up his team, it was almost perfect. Like they sat back. You had Mbappe, Neymar counter-attacking, and Di Maria. I mean, they had Sul and they had Boateng. I mean, they couldn't handle the pace. They couldn't physically handle the pace, and they were just better. PSG over the two legs were just better. Yes, Lewandowski. If Lewandowski was there, I will agree with you. It would have been a very different. Like you could say, he would have had a huge impact, but that still doesn't change the fact that they're playing with a high line, and their defense just cannot cope with these guys.
No, but see, yes, that's not a mismatch. It's a tactic that has its pros and it has its cons. So Bayern Munich know that, or Hansi Flick knows that. Yeah, no, this has its cons, but these cons also have its pros. So yes, we play the high line because we want to create many chances and we want to aggressively put the team under pressure. And we now know that because we do that ball of the top is always going to be a threat. Hence why we need to hope that our defenders can recover and Neuer can say what's up. But that high line exists for them to be so attacking and to put the opposition under so much pressure. So it's not really a mismatch.
I get that though. I truly get that. But if you look at it very, very carefully, PSG this season, the best football they have played was counter-attacking football. That's what Pochettino plays. When PSG is given the onus to actually dictate the play, to hold the possession and break down teams, they find it very hard. Hence why Manchester United beat them at home. We sat back, we gave them the ball, they couldn't break us down. We hit them in the counter-attack, and then they
because they
couldn't break
didn't
us
have
down.
their creative midfielders in the second leg. They beat you guys 3-1.
They just generally don't have creative midfield other than Verratti. The only creative player is Neymar, and you guys saw that.
And Di Maria.
I mean Di Maria, but then Di Maria is, in terms of the midfield, they don't, in terms of keeping possession, dictating the play, they don't do that. They sit back like they against Bayern Munich, they hit them on the break. So like against Manchester City, I generally believe that this is also a mismatch. I feel like PSG Manchester City is also a mismatch because
you know what I mean? We'll get it. So in your opinion, you feel that PSG were the stronger team?
Yeah, I believe in terms of I'm okay. What I'm not trying to say is that PSG were complete, like in terms of talent, in terms of ability, in terms of as a team, they're become 100% better than Bayern Munich. But what I'm trying to say is that PSG's strength, it matches better with Bayern Munich's weakness. The PSG strength exploits Bayern Munich's weakness more than Bayern Munich's strength exploits PSG weakness. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say.
Gatlock, I think you wanted to speak on Gatlock.
Yeah. Both legs were great, and I enjoyed this game very well. But I'm looking at everything. First of all, yeah, Di Maria, and not just Di Maria, I think him and Müller were very underrated because I think Di Maria was missed in that Argentina 2014 semi-final final, and they did not score a single goal in the semi-final.
Messi needed him. Messi needed your boy.
Kind of shows you. And before this tie came about, when Lewandowski was missing, it was a blow. But the key guy that was missing for me was Gnabry. Because after Lewandowski, I think Gnabry, because Gnabry was more clutch last season than Lewandowski.
See, my thing is that Lewandowski is the goal threat and the high goal scorer. Gnabry was more clutch. He was getting every key game. He always came with a key goal. Like when Leon had those two early chances in thingy, Gnabry came with that key goal that just changed the whole course of the game.
That goal was sick, man.
A crazy goal.
That goal was sick. So I feel Gnabry to me was more missing. But a lot of people, I see some people saying in the chat that Lewandowski not do anything in the final. Bro, when you have that kind of goal scoring threat in your team, his presence alone is a problem. Okay, his presence drags defenders to him. Which
is like players. How do they score the winning goal in our final? Because Silva
close to
Kimpembe
Coman,
were all on
and they went.
Lewandowski.
Yeah, they went to Lewandowski. Exactly. So you can't just say, oh, because he did not score any goal. You have to understand his presence there helps as well. That's for Lewandowski. And you see, once that first leg ended 3-2, like when it was 1-0, Neuer screwed up because Mbappe's goal was straight at him. He screwed up. The second goal, I think, because you see, what made PSG win this game were in stages. The fact that they scored very early and first, that's what helped them. Because a lot of people saying that Bayern tactically were not. Let's be honest here. Bayern actually were decent defensively when they were marking Mbappe's shots. He shot it straight at Neuer, but he had to adjust his body towards the right and shoot. That's because the defenders were marking him. Neuer should have saved that. Really, he should have.
He messed up. Yeah.
If he saves that, nobody will look at that as, oh, he shouldn't have played Hernandez or something like that. He should have saved that. Then the second goal is because these guys were literally trying to go and score again, and Marquinhos just came from nowhere and put his ball into the net. Good. And then Marquinhos got injured, and HHU saying that Bayern were missing players. PSG also were missing players as well. Now I feel full strength PSG, full strength Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich does win. That's just me. And for Choupo-Moting, he's the second striker.
Okay, but
he's scored 2 goals.
Wait, but why though? Why do you think full strength Bayern win over 2 legs?
First of all, I think they're a more balanced team. I've seen full strength or close to full strength PSG before bottle leads, man. Like, you can say what you want about Marquinhos, he was still part of the 6-1, bro. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was part of the 6-1. And it was part of the 3-1 as well, along with Verratti. That United did and came back. So defensively, I feel like, who knows, they could have choked, basically. Everybody just looking at their quality. Yeah, they're good defenders, but PSG have the tendency to choke. Okay? And some of those key players were there before, and they've choked. As for Bayern, over the years, whenever Bayern are in full strength, they give you a very good match. Every time they've always been injured. 2014 was the only time they were actually quite at full strength, but it was Pep first season. 2015, they had Robben, Ribéry, and whatnot missing, and they faced a full strength MSN Barcelona. 2016, I'm not sure. I don't think Robben played that game. I don't think Ribéry played as well against Atletico. 2017, Lewandowski was missing. 2018, Robben got injured at some point, and I think they made like 3 substitutions based on injury. 2019, Müller was missing, and I think, can't remember, one other person was missing. I think Robben too was also missing. 2020 is because of the COVID break that most of their players came back and helped them with the Champions League. Now 2021, same thing, injury as well. So for Bayern, I think full strength, they will give you a game. And for PSG, a lot of people said that they were lucky. I mean, Bayern were lucky because Neymar missed a lot of chances. The thing is, I remember last year when Bayern played Barcelona, and everybody said Barcelona has so many chances. And they were like, oh, if you give that to Neymar and Mbappe, they'll score. We heard this team many times. And I was like, we saw Neymar against Atalanta. We saw him against Leipzig. This guy misses chances.
Bro,
so I don't know
Neymar,
where everybody was. I don't know where everybody was getting the idea that he was going to put it in at some magical points, even in this game as well. Everybody just saying, oh, if Neymar was there, if Mbappe was there, these guys miss chances. Okay, they are not perfect. They are great players, but they miss chances at some. Neymar missed a lot of chances. And you can say he's unlucky and whatnot. If your finishing is rubbish, your finishing is rubbish. Will you say Werner was unlucky for missing the chances he missed today? He just missed. He got to the position and he missed. And I don't think Verratti was much of a miss as maybe Lewandowski or Gnabry, because PSG created a lot of chances in the second leg. You guys have said it yourselves. You said yourself that PSG created a lot of chances. Neymar did the creating with 2 assists. So that's just...
No, because my thing is that, like, because I said again, Neymar got lucky there because he missed very, very good chances. And if, let's say, Bayern had put away their chances, Who knows? Because then we now have to look at Neymar, because it was also similar to that Atalanta thing, where again he missed a lot of very good chances and opportunities, but eventually they got lucky and then they're able to say what's up.
Just let me go on.
Yeah, let me go. Let me go next.
Actually, no. Let me bring in Infinity. Then I'll come to you more. So Infinity, bro. Looking back at that Bayern PSG game.
All right, yeah. Look, so I think it's kind of reflective of the mistakes we made in the summer transfer window as well. Because say what you want about injuries, we had a very poor squad depth as well, and we couldn't rotate as well. So that's why we were tired as well. In the second leg, you could tell we couldn't press as well. Kimmich and Muller looked like they were going to die. Same for Sane. And also the injuries, Goretzka, Gnabry, and Lewandowski. Obviously, with PSG, they had one guy missing in defense, one guy missing in midfield. We had our three key guys who get our most goals. But that's basically all of our. That's 75% of our attacking threat gone, and you could tell how much we missed their clinicalness. We kind of messed up in the first leg. We couldn't put away our chances. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So and Sane and Coman, they messed up as well. Gnabry, I think it was when Coman was putting, I think it was a long ball over the top, and Coman was in and through. He could have squared it to Choupo-Moting, but he first touched messed it up. That's where Gnabry, he's more effective and can be clinical in that sense.
So do you feel if you guys were at full strength, do you feel you beat PSG, or hard to say?
Well, if you have full strength, I think we beat them. But then PSG, they also had the injuries. Ratty would help break out the press easier, and they'd probably also create a bit more chances. But one annoying thing is that we were planned with Gnabry at striker, and it was just I think one day before the match where he got COVID, and that probably messed us up big time. I think Flick kind of messed up as well. I think in the first leg he didn't start with Davis, which was a big miss because we were far better on the left side in terms of attacking. And also Sula and Goretzka, they both went down during the match with injuries, and that probably messed up as well. And we had to play Alaba in midfield, he's been off it this whole season. And also, I need to talk about Lowe, because during the international break, we had Sane, Kimmich, Goretzka, Sula, who all had to play 3 matches in the span of 10 days. And that really messed up fitness. And that was prior to the international break. And people saying he wouldn't have been clutch. But Neymar and Mbappe weren't clutch in the final, but they came up big in this quarterfinal. I think Lua would still put away those chances that Choupo-Moting would have gotten. And I think and also they're a bad matchup for us because we struggle against teams who are direct and can move quick in transition, and that's what PSG have with Neymar and Mbappe and Di Maria. So I think things happen at the right time.
Mo, talk to me, man. Mo.
Yeah, look, I think as Osasuna said earlier, when you deal with hypotheticals, there are a million scenarios you could bring up. But I think, honestly, if Bayern are full strength and PSG are full strength, I would give the edge to PSG. Mainly because I wouldn't say it's a mismatch, but I would say that Bayern's weaknesses play into PSG's strengths really well. So, in other words, like we've said, the High Line, it has its pros, it has its cons, but its cons are perfect for PSG to take advantage of. It's perfect for Mbappe's pace, for Neymar's ability, Di Maria. So that's why I think either way PSG would have edged through. It would have made things more interesting, definitely. Look, the international break, it's a brick, man. Like, all the Bayern injuries, Sergio Ramos, Kante, so many goddamn injuries because of that thing. In terms of the first leg specifically, I felt like that PSG, they did a really good job, their tactical plan. I like to call the way they were counterattacking popcorn style because, they're really compact, tight together. And when they get the ball, you have them exploding in all directions. Like Mbappe through the middle, Di Maria down the right, Draxler down the left. They give whoever is carrying the ball so many options. And I feel like that's the reason they won. The first leg. In terms of the second leg, look, before the tie started and people were criticizing Neymar on this Hangout, I was defending him. But then, after the second leg, I remember in the post game you were saying, this is the Neymar you'd like to see. For me, Neymar bricked it in that second leg because I don't care how skillful you are, you can't miss so many chances in such an important game. And he got lucky.
You have to understand what I mean by the Neymar I want to see. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Of course, he bricked it, but I'm talking about his psychology. There's a difference between your psychology and the approach to your game and the finishing touch. the effectiveness. So when I say that this is the Neymar I want to see, it's the way he's taking charge of the game and he's bringing us back to that old school for football. Because I've talked about how this game, it's too tactical, it's too safe, too many managers are getting too involved in this whole stuff, and we don't see enough individual expression. So how he was expressing himself is like, aha, this is the Neymar that we like to see. No, 100%. His finishing was crap. But everything up until the finishing, I was like, aha, this is that dude we're promised that we're going to get.
Yeah. And in terms of the second leg specifically, I feel like Mbappe didn't get any credit at all because people keep saying he's all about, he can't do anything except run and finish. He was creating so many chances for Neymar. The no look passes, his understanding. Yeah. And that was a great ball, but then he had a lot of other great balls. So I feel like he deserves more credit. And this shows his ability. He's not just about finishing. Di Maria as well. He humiliated Alphonso Davies, to be honest. Overall, I think a full strength Bayern would have made it more interesting, but I still would have given the edge to PSG.
Okay. Ziman.
Yeah, I wanted to. Since we're doing hypotheticals and there's no way of knowing, my thing is when I think about it from a position standpoint, from a tactical standpoint, what I found PSG lacking was they had great pressing moments, but there was just moments where they were either too late on the ball or they were making passes that made no sense, that are putting players on possession in very awkward positions, which could be a tactic from Poch, knowing that his players are press resistant. But in the first leg, he didn't have a Paredes, he didn't have a Verratti. Now, in terms of the game, if it was to happen with everyone fully fit, I think Verratti would have caused so much havoc for that high line. That's another guy that could pick off those passes. That's another guy that could pick off an Mbappe, a Di Maria, that can be one-on-one positions with their defenders, which is the worst case scenario for the Bayern defenders, because I don't necessarily think they're that great when it comes to defending against dribblers. That's what made it a mismatch. It's the fact that you not only have Neymar who's dropping deep, but Neymar wouldn't have probably dropped deep because with Verratti and Paredes holding down the midfield, Neymar could play more of an advanced position instead of occupying that midfield position and maybe losing the ball in unnecessary situations like he kind of did in the first leg.
So you say that PSG would have still caused these dudes issues?
Like
full strength.
Yeah, like I said,
No. That's no, that of course it's standard. Like we saw it in the front. Of course, they'll still cause them issues. But my argument is, would PSG still have been able to withstand them and kept them to, what was it, 3 goals over 2 legs if Bayern had those 3 attacking players?
That's the thing. That's the one thing that I'm puzzled by, the whole piece of who would win if everyone's fully fit. Because if everyone's fully fit, I don't think Poch goes with the same tactical mindset. I don't necessarily think Neymar drops that deep. Poch would probably argue that Neymar, I want you to stay in, at best, the number 10 position. Don't go below that position. And then he would have told Verratti, just pick off Mbappe. Pick off Mbappe on the right. It seems like they're struggling to keep the right. But if a fully fit Alphonso Davies that has had full games, we wouldn't know. And that's the question that's the part that I'm having trouble puzzling when it comes to both teams' performances. How would they do in terms of those circumstances with those players around? Now, in terms of Bayern Munich's offensive play, I do think Lewandowski, Goretzka alone, PSG could handle. Goretzka alone, I think PSG have the ability to handle him. Lewandowski, they all make up the attack. What Lewandowski brings to Goretzka is time and space. That's what his presence brings to him. So that's very important for a player like Goretzka. He'll have the chance to take off those shots, to make those last ditch runs, because defenders are so occupied by how much of a goal scoring threat Lewandowski is. And that's where I think PSG would have struggled. I think this tie would have been close, but I just think that PSG with Paredes, with Verratti, with Di Maria, who's arguably been one of the most underrated players, and kind of the most disrespected player. But yeah, with those players, I think they would have more than enough to defeat Bayern.
I know. I want to also say something as well. I believe this is a very interesting front three. Now we'll obviously talk more on Sunday because Mbappe may be missing the game on Wednesday because he limped off and he may have a thigh injury, which obviously sucks. But looking at just Mbappe, Neymar, and Di Maria, this is a pretty damn good front three. Of course,
Icardi, I think, is coming back as well. I know he's rubbish, but let's be honest.
No, I got you.
Everyone hide your wives.
Oh, no.
Hey, how come he only gets one? I got three.
Who? No. That's
at least I said a striker. You said Werner, bro.
give me a freaking break, man. No, but I say no. Look, we know that MSN are those dudes, and MSN did their thing. But for me, see, stylistically,
where did that come from?
No, stylistically, based on style, like stylistically, the best. Wait, bro, pick up a freaking dictionary. Stylistically is a freaking word.
Wait, stylistically is a word.
Yeah. Look, forget it.
This is a brick bomb, man.
Drop another brick.
Godlock is a brick.
Wait. Forget him. Forget Scatlock. So my thing is, best front three, stylistically, is the three R's: Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Rivaldo. Those are the guys. But guys, because it's the football these guys are playing, and also Mbappe is showing you that he's got a little bit of Mbappe may be the less technical of the three, but I think them combined, I think these guys are all right. So as long if PSG just can keep these front three intact, can keep these three guys intact.
HH, what are you basing this on exactly?
Based on what's on?
The PSG front three's greatness.
No. This is just based on just how good they look.
Oh, so they. Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
Oh no. Like they haven't done it yet. See, if like MSN did that. Like what's it called? Like the goals, assists, and everything for that season was insane. Like that has to be the most lethal front three contribution and effectiveness over a season. That's what MSN did. But
on the topic of front threes. Where do you put what's it face? Cristiano, Benzema, and Bale.
Ancelotti.
It was effective.
Ancelotti's BBC, man. Ancelotti.
You see, the thing about that three is
there's a better behind them.
It was like we're here just to make it happen. Because I've always said, last 2 years, this is the best Benzema that we've ever seen. I fully bring up the receipts. I fully, completely back me making Benzema a brick back then because it was. So my thing is, the thing about that front three was Benzema was Cristiano's bitch for that front three. He was there to serve Cristiano and build this thing, but they weren't in sync. They were just effective. Bale does his thing, Cristiano does his thing, and Benzema is there to form a conduit for them. MSN were in sync. So Messi and Neymar, they were like on the same wavelength.
But HH, even though BBC were effective, if you look at the games within, that three-peat, Zidane didn't always go for the BBC. Like the final versus Liverpool, he starts with Isco over Bale.
Yeah,
so it wasn't always the BBC.
Because it was more of a
because Bale was injured. It's because Bale was injured.
He subbed him in the final. He had him on the bench in the final.
Bale scored in the
because he was injured.
No, Bale.
No, he wasn't injured.
Bale
just came back from injury. Bale just came back from
2018 final. In the 2018 final, he wasn't injured.
Bale got benched regularly by Isco. That's a fact. Bale got benched regularly by Isco.
That's true. That's true.
So they didn't really maintain the whole thing. So see, that's safe. That's an overrated front three, because when you talk about a front three, is every member contributes and makes a serious contribution. Why MSN was so crazy was that year. Look at the goals and assists of each player. It was insane. Like another really good one.
Which year? 15 or 16?
What about
15,
Eto'o,
14,
Henry?
15, when they
What
won
about
the treble.
And
What
Suarez
about-
started
Champions
with.
League goals does Neymar have?
what about the Eto'o, Henry, and Messi?
But Henry was past it.
Eto, Milito, Snyder.
You see, that's where I was going to go. But as Henry Pizzo just said, it wasn't the very best Henry. See, Henry just went there just to get a medal. But that was not the Henry that we saw for Arsenal. Like as I said, like
Where do you rank them though? Like I know they weren't necessarily at the best, but where would you rank them?
I mean, they're there, man. But think about it. They've not been those amazing front threes, but
That front three are just good by name.
But it's like the front three, the MRL, Martial, Rashford, Lingard.
Please don't speak about that. Please.
Mourinho. Can I just say that front three? Can I just say
guys, I'm giving you a warning. So
that
5
front three
guys, remove your headphones, guys. Remember, I'm giving you a warning right now. So
Lingard, Souček,
remove your headphones right now because he has decided has I didn't want it, but he has prompted this. So guys, remove your headphones. We're coming in 5, 4. You've been warned. 5, 4, and also I'm going to give you like about 3 of these. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. We talked about Henry, Eto'o, Messi, Benzema, Cristiano Bale, Neymar, and this dude said MRL. First of all, I thought you were talking about like a computer virus. Is this like a computer virus or something?
Bro,
is this like an OnlyFans?
You know they say URL link.
Is there a Twitch called MRL? And this guy
that would
said,
be like
Rashford. You see, he has decided just like that's messed up. It's not even funny though. That's the thing. Like, that's just offensive.
No, he even messed it up. He said
Podolski, Ruzitsky, and Shamak.
Would you agree? Would you agree? It's obviously this is not biased. I'm genuinely asking a question. Would you agree it's MSN and then it's the 08 United trio of Messi, Cristiano, Rooney,
they
and
were
Tevez?
good though. They were good. Those guys were good. Like I forgot about those guys. Those guys were good.
Not close to MSN though.
No.
MSN were a one season wonder, man. MSN were a one season wonder.
But they won the domestic double.
They won the treble.
So did Bayern Munich. So did Bayern Munich. So did Inter Milan.
No, what we're talking about? A trio. And for that 1 year, even if it was for 1 year, for that what that trio did that 1 year was insane in terms of goals and assists.
Where's the consistency? Where's the consistency?
Started late.
Norma, did you watch them play?
But by that logic, do you rate Mane, Salah, Firmino ahead of them?
No. How many goals do they have in the Champions League?
You know they're not a bad trio. Obviously, they're not.
They're not. I think that's a good trio.
No, Mane, Salah, and Firmino were not bad. It's just that, bro, that MSN gave you a treble, man. I mean, come on.
That's because they were individuals. They were individually rated.
And also as well, the issue as well is, you see, as I told you, I don't rate that Pep treble because of 09. They cheated. MSN beats the living crap out of every single team.
And they face the champions of every league, man.
And it's like it's the way they gave birth to teams. Like, no, these guys, and in the final they beat like 3-1. That's a comprehensive victory. So all through,
and it should have been more, man. I mean, the chances they had in that first half, Buffon kept them in the time.
Morata scored a Champions League final goal,
and which is what it just shows you how, because that's why Atletico was supposed to win in 2016. The fact that they took out that Barcelona team and they took out Bayern, they were supposed to win, but Zidane uses witchcraft. But
that 2016 pissed me off.
He used witchcraft in 2016. He used witchcraft in 2016, but 2017, 2018.
Oh, just now give him credit. It was Cristiano. Give him credit.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Do you understand how much that 2016 pissed me off. No disrespect to Real Madrid, but come on, think about it. A team that beats peak Barcelona with MSN, literally the same thing they used in the final. Dani Alves was still there, and Bayern Munich, Pep's Bayern Munich, and then a team who went to go and beat Wolfsburg and some Manchester City Pellegrini team, and you had some test tube baby as your manager who just got in there and just had half a season. He didn't even have a full season. He was half a season. He started in January. Just came and won the Champions League ahead of you.
Blessed by the gods.
That pissed me off.
No, inferiority complex. They have an inferiority complex.
That shouldn't have been too upset.
No.
Do you know the one thing? Griezmann missed the penalty.
No.
Can I talk?
Griezmann missed the penalty. He missed the penalty. Bro,
real quick, guys. That was a final that went to PKs, and on what you call it, Real Madrid scored every single PK. Oh my God, that has to be one of the best PK, like in terms of like a team that's like they were unbelievable PKs. Every single PK was.
Listen, I need to talk about 2016 Atletico first.
See, guys, I know quickly hit the doors and then I'll come to you guys. So because I want to also get to the other games as well, because I need to clown Undisputed. So Culturally Awesome says, why are these guys salty? What's mismatch? Even game. So I think Culturally Awesome is referring to, because he's a Bayern fan, referring to the Bayern PSG. No, it's
there's only one person that said mismatch.
If you concede 3 at home, you can't.
Yes. I don't know where you were smoking. It's not.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
I think by mismatch he means a bad matchup.
It's a bad matchup against Bayern, so which is a mismatch.
If you concede 3 at home, you can't say that it was a good matchup for Bayern.
Yeah.
Well, he messed up with the formation and stuff, and also they beat them 1-0 in that one game. So what?
Are we going to talk about Hansi Flick? Are we going to talk about Hansi Flick?
I know we will. We'll get that look from Rodrigo Rodriguez again.
That was 2016 HH.
So Bayern only last year because Bayern only last year because of managerial. Okay, so Bayern only won last year because of managerial bounce. Oh, give me a freaking break. Managerial bounce. So
that's what people think Zidane is doing for Trippitt. Managerial bounce.
That's what the EPL.
Can I make a point?
No, but think about it. It's true. Literally every single winner has a
So telling me that a managerial bounce, which normally lasts like 3 or 4, because only that's a managerial bounce that he had.
Whoa.
Let me land.
Whoa.
So you're telling me that a managerial bounce gives you a treble. It's like, do people think before they? I mean, do you?
I'm pretty sure Bayern smacked Tottenham 7-2 before Flick even got into the job.
They did.
No, but actually, look at all the Champions League wins. The new manager almost always wins.
Can I climb Undisputed, please? Thank you. So Undisputed,
Newcastle
Liverpool fan. So
wait, can I go on the Bayern PSG thing? Are we switching topics?
Let me. We will go around. So let me just come to this, and then I will revert back to it when I come back to the door. So we'll go over. Undisputed, you told me before this game that Liverpool would say what's up, didn't you?
Yes.
You disrespected Real Madrid. You said Liverpool, like Real Madrid, are old. They're washed. Zidane is a bald kiddie fiddler. You said that these guys are a disgrace. You say Real Madrid stink of feces. Basically, you said a lot of messed up stuff.
Most of it
Real
was
Madrid.
true.
Can I finish? You see, you said a lot of messed up stuff and stuff. You say like Zidane poisoned Ronaldo in '98. Like I think that's one of the things that he said as well. And
that's been
stuff.
proven.
Wait, can I finish? God damn. So he said that he poisoned R9, and you also said that Cristiano. Well, let me not say what he said about Cristiano because again, like the guys watching. So first of all, before you explain yourself, can I get an apology to Real Madrid fans?
He's too proud.
M isn't an apology. I don't think you started. You started
Wilton, your club is not quite as bad as I think it is. even though the first 5 of your Champions Leagues don't really count because Franco threatened to kill anyone who beat Real Madrid, and the fact that you bought the referee against in the final against Atletico
When
in
did
2016.
Liverpool win their Champions
Yeah,
League?
that's close as you're gonna get to an apology, man. It's close as you're ever
Okay,
gonna
okay.
get.
What about
the
I'm
Real
sorry
have
about
more
the fact
Champions
that you
Leagues
guys
than
are all
anyone
jealous
else.
about the great Liverpool Football Club, and therefore you spread your hate towards us.
Undisputed,
in a very
you're
clear way.
sixth. Undisputed,
Bro,
you're
the only
sixth.
reason why people hate Liverpool sometimes because you guys are lying too much.
Undisputed, you're currently sixth. If Everton win, you'll become seventh. And undisputed, if you don't tread carefully,
No. The song they'll be listening to is The Conference.
Imagine Thiago left the treble-winning side to play Europa League. Wow.
Liverpool will be the first team to ever lift the Conference League.
I've never seen.
Wait, guys, imagine if there's actually like a remix. It's like, how does it feel? The conference.
Guys, okay.
Undisputed. How many Champions League goals does Mane have? Exactly. How many Champions League goals does Mane have? Firmino have? It's a brick.
Wait, just one thing.
Champions League bricks.
Undisputed, before the game.
No, guys. Undisputed, can you just explain what happened in that game against Real Madrid, where you got schooled? And over 2 legs, you only scored 1 goal. Explain yourself, man.
First leg, Klopp lost it for us. Playing a high line without pressing, suicidal. That's basically where it was. Second leg, I mean, I think we played okay in the second leg. Salah obviously missed a chance in the first minute or second minute, which honestly, if he scores that, maybe it's a different game. But there's no point making excuses at the end of the day. You know what the problem here is? People say we're a one-dimensional team, right? Oh, we're crossing merchants, etc.
Yeah.
Can we play any other way? We don't have the
You're a
midfielders to
mid-table
play
team
through the
without
middle.
Van Dijk, man.
Nomad, could you please shut your mouth? Anyway, we can't.
You're a brick team, man.
Wait, no.
Brick.
Guys, we can't go through.
It's too much of a comedy. You can't
we can't play through the middle. We need to sign technically gifted players.
No. Undisputed. Can you stop diverting from my side? Talk about Real Madrid. What's happened in that second? Like you said, Liverpool would beat the crap out of Real Madrid. I don't care about Liverpool's issues. I don't give a crap. As long as you don't deny Chelsea top 4, I don't give a crap. What's happened in that second leg? Why did you only able to register 1 goal over 2 legs?
Courtois
and
is good.
where would you be without Salah though?
Yeah, no shame.
We would
Undisputed has
probably
no shame.
be without Salah. We would be roughly where Arsenal are, as dark as that might sound, but we might actually be where Arsenal are. Yes.
It. Can you put the guy you just brought in the backstage for that picture, I beg?
Oh, who? Oh.
leave my God alone, man. Leave my
New
God
chief
alone.
ogre.
But guys, I have to say one thing, right? I have to give props to one guy, and that is Trent. This guy. Now listen. Where was Vinicius?
Undisputed. What? Shut him off. Shut him off.
Where was Vinicius in the second leg? Can I ask you another question? Where was Cristiano Ronaldo in the 2018 final? The people who have this anti-Trent agenda.
What's Cristiano gonna do with this?
Alexander Arnold wasn't even defending Cristiano.
He was in the first half, but anyway.
Lovren was.
Lovren.
But
what a player.
The point I'm making is that Trent has had numerous great defensive performances, but people don't remember that. The few brick performances he has, people remember that. Also, the guy is 22 years old and a Champions League winner. Now, let me ask you this. Where was Dani Alves?
I'm speeding.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Guys, can I land? Guys, can I land?
No, you can't.
I just say undisputed doesn't represent all Liverpool.
Guys.
And then you've got these guys. Then you've got this complete moron called Osasuna who calls this one of the worst right backs in the Premier League. Okay, this complete clown Osasuna. Where are you? Unmute your mic.
He is.
You do not know anything about football. Oh my God.
I know what about defending is. And I know that Trent doesn't do that.
Osasuna, what did Danny Elvis and Philip Lahm accomplish at the age of 22? Answer that question
Oh
first.
my God! On the
Okay,
field,
you know
bro.
what?
How is
No,
that
easy.
relevant?
And Alexander Arnold can win whatever he wants to
I
win.
can't.
It's about your legacy, man.
The fact that this clown with that banana peel bomb at in his avatar mentioned Philip Lamb's name,
Whoa,
who is
whoa,
one of the
don't
greatest
my God,
right backs
don't
of
my
all
God.
time.
Oh my God.
Is see that's messed up. So we no. I want to because I remember I said I was going to come to Vilton. So Vilton,
Go
talk
ahead,
about
Vilton.
that PSG thing game and also Real thing, man. Give me your thoughts, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna go on off all of the topic. Winners, trash, pace merchant, La Liga. I don't know why you guys were saying Atletico is gonna bottle it. They don't really bottle. Yes, they only won one La Liga in 2014, but when I Simeone has been known for bottling La Liga, like this is his best chance of winning it, and I think Atletico is
And he'll
gonna win
bottle it.
that. And as for Mourinho was an amazing manager in his peak. He's just finished at the top. I still think he's a better manager than Pep at their peak. But right now, Mourinho should just go international. He's finished, unless he wants to go to Serie. And as for the PSG and Bayern Munich game, I don't want to make hypothetical. It's just because at full strength, it's 50-50. To be honest with you, PSG had all their players. I know people were talking about Verratti being missing, but to be fair, it's just I don't rate Verratti that much. The guy's in ball in a CL
Excuse me?
semi, in a CL final. He hasn't ball in a World Cup semi and a World Cup
Oh,
final. So
speak on it.
I cannot rate him.
You see, that's just cheap. He's using my arguments against me.
It's true though.
No, Vilton.
It kind of shows you how stupid the argument is now.
No, Vilton. There are exceptions. See, my arguments works, but there are like 5 exceptions to the rule. The exceptions to the rule, and then there's 5.
When did
And
the
Verratti is one of
exception
those
come about?
exceptions
When
to
did
the
it
rule.
come about?
No,
Like
because
he's not Italian.
there are 5 exceptions. The other 4 when
Why are you moving the goalposts? Why are you moving the goalposts?
2006.
Why are you
Was
moving
it?
the goalposts?
Vilton, just keep talking. Just ignore them. Just keep talking.
But yeah, at their full strength, it's just as long as you have Neymar and Mbappe and Marquinhos and Navas, because people are not talking about Navas enough because he was clutch. He was very clutch for PSG.
Yep.
Because that's what PSG were lacking. Buffon was a
Mr.
great.
Three-peat.
Areola was pretty bad for them. So they have Navas, a player that done it, that won the Champions League, and Bender done it. So yeah, they as long as you have those 4 players on the team, PSG have a chance of winning the CL. Full strength, I would say, to be honest with you, let's be real, if Mbappe and Neymar were clinical enough, maybe we're having a whole different conversation, but it's all hypothetical.
Yeah,
it's all
it's
full
all
strength. I think PSG go through because the way Bayern plays. Let's be real, even in the Lyon
suicidal.
game, look at Lyon versus Bayern. If Depay and I don't remember who the striker was, if he was just more clinical, they could have maybe potentially upset Bayern. I'm not saying they would have beat Bayern, but
it can be.
Yeah, because as long as you expose the high line, you could beat Bayern Munich. Especially
I don't get why people say
concede a lot
that.
of goals
Everybody that plays against Bayern exposes the high line.
But look, Gallo and the defense been bricked to this season. Look how much goal they conceded this season. It's bad this season.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody exposes that high line. It's quite easy to expose the high line.
No.
Just if you have your nerve to finish.
But that's the thing though. You have to be clinical. When you expose it, you have to be clinical. Some team haven't been clinical against them when they expose them. So
everybody just has this idea that if you score, then that means you exposed it. Yeah, many people have exposed that high line. Barcelona exposed the high line.
Shouldn't they have a plan B?
That game would not have been 8-2, bro.
It's the same thing with PSG last season in the final. They exposed it. They just weren't clinical.
Didn't they lose today? Mainz?
Yeah,
Mainz.
I know Lewandowski scored.
That's irrelevant. They already won the Champions
League. They already won the league.
Still though.
I think PSG
will. They're winning the league. I don't want to hear.
Even if Lewandowski's in this game, it's just I think PSG goes through because I just think this PSG team is different. Mentally, they're different. They're morale.
Those on your boy missed chances, man.
No, he did. But the thing about it is, if this was the old PSG, would have said they would have choked. But you see the way they grind because you have to be able to do that to win the Champions League. Sometimes you have to grind. Look at 2018. We suffer against Juve. They almost beat us. We suffer in that game. Bayern Munich, same thing.
They should have beaten you, bro. They should have,
could have, they didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
And 2018. That, to be honest with you, I think that was probably the easiest game in the tie. To be honest with you, the final. To be honest with you, Liverpool weren't that. hard. Like they were easy. They were bricks.
Up
They were
to
trash.
today,
Like you let Garrett Bale
Relax,
come off
relax.
the
I'll
bench.
keep a fruit to you. He
You
fruit to you.
literally let Garrett Bale come off the bench.
Well,
A guy that was injured
Wilson,
almost.
they said that they said Ramos committed a crime. They said Ramos committed a crime.
Hey, Chase, I'll keep it through the ball to his foot. What do you want to see?
What are the time? What are the time?
Can we talk about Wait, hold on.
Let him land. Let's Wilson land. Let Wilson land. Let's
Wilton, don't skip Hazard though. Don't skip Hazard.
No, I'm not. No, we don't speak that. We don't speak
Wilton,
that.
where
We don't
was
speak that
Vinicius
game.
in the
And
second
as for
leg?
bro, this is where I'm coming to. Undisputed. I know you sick, bro. We were playing. There was no need to score in that game. We literally bitch y'all the entire game. Madrid, we're like, bro, we didn't need to score. Like we're just playing keep away from you guys, and you guys had your chances. Don't get me wrong, but Courtois was clutch. But we didn't. Zidane didn't come into that game trying to score. Let's be real. And that pass, bro, Madrid, bro, that would have been I think that would have been the assist of the season. The Vinicius scores that. I don't know how he scored. I don't know how he missed that. But we still went through. It is what it is. And Undisputed was telling me that.
Can we talk about something real quick? Filton, can I ask you something real quick?
And as for that rubbish conversation you guys having about the best show, don't get me wrong. MSN was amazing and shit, but one season wonder. I'm sorry. BBC, in terms of greatest,
but they never had.
It wasn't
2014. And as for 2017, that was Bill's worst season ever. Like,
Wilton, you agree, right? MRL, bro. MRL.
What?
MRL.
Wilton, ignore.
What the hell is MRL?
MRL.
Hassan, you don't want to know. Hassan, you don't want to
Martial,
know.
Rashford, Lingard. Martial, Lingard.
Hassan, I told you. You didn't want to know, so you really want to listen to me. Wait, guys. So let me take this double from Daniel Henkel. So from Daniel Henkel, who says Salah to start pad versus Kabak FC next season. Can I just say something in response to that? And on the Twitter, I want you to listen very clearly to this. If Liverpool don't get top 4, Salah is leaving.
So Van Dijk.
Because here's the thing.
Real Madrid, we take him. We will take him at Real Madrid.
Krypton, Alaska, or Metropolis, or Gotham City, he's leaving Liverpool. Because let me explain this right now. This has been a poor Liverpool season. Mane is trying to say what's up to Classe. Like it's not going to
This guy should have been Class A weeks ago. I hate it.
Yeah, why are you dodging putting him in the Brick Academy?
Listen, if this was Salah, he'll be a scholar by now. He'll be a scholar by now.
Yeah.
Also as well. Like Buddy used to do this. Like, that's a classic. We don't have any barbers, so that's headline. So
Are we gonna talk about the fact that Liverpool waited 3 years to get the same scoreline? Like it's 3-1 in the first leg. How's that not spoken about?
It is what it is, man.
How's that not spoken about?
Also, here's the thing, like people, really easy. People know me for that. I'm very biased towards blacks and so forth. So any black player I try and support, and people say I'm racist because I support Mane because it's black over Salah, which is half true. Bro, Mane, you can't use the race. the race card.
LD. You've used up all the juice, Mane.
Because Salah,
HH's patience is running on fumes.
He calls Salah.
Wait, Mane, if you're listening, just buy a new hair.
Hold on, pause. Wait. Are we gonna?
This guy earns like 200k a week. Buy a new hairline, man, Mane. Come on.
The burn.
This guy sacrifices his hairline for performances, man.
No, there's no performance left. So what?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have that much hairline ammo. He doesn't have that much hairline ammo, man.
Bro, it's
How are we?
It looks like a carpet. That's the worst thing. It looks like a carpet. Oh,
it looks like a rug.
This is criminal.
How did this guy go from like this guy was like upper tier 2?
First, bro.
Bro, you called him LDO.
Wait. So
Mane got to me. He's gonna become.
Mane became so trash that HH now has to use the race card to bail him out of class A.
No.
I
Why
swear you gave Thiago
I said
nickname.
the race card has run out of its fumes. I can't.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left. There's
Bro,
nothing.
he wasted enough on Pogba, man.
Guys, you know what's so funny, right? Even Klopp is shocked. Like the faces Klopp makes in the sideline is hilarious. He's like,
Siberia.
Bro, you're typing with your mic.
HH, let me just talk for a second. I want to say something about the Liverpool game. Yeah, undisputed. I think Casemiro was watching the Hangout before the second leg because you talked so much trash. You're like, oh, Modric is good, Kroos is good, but Casemiro is ass. Casemiro doesn't know how to do anything. Bro, he showed you up, and you owe him a bigger apology than anyone else.
We have the best right back. We have the best front three. We have the best goalkeeper. We have the best defenders. We have this. We have that.
Yeah, no, play the vid. Play the vid.
Undisputed, bro. You always fall for it too. Like, bro, just like be like Hassan.
I'm pretty sure that when Undisputed said that stuff, he was like joint top against Man United before they played Man United.
Wait, who was
like
that? No, that was before the United game at Anfield. Like, before that.
Who was the clown who started the whole Fabinho and Casemiro thing? Like as if it was a rivalry.
Why is Undisputed mic muted? Unmute your mic, Undisputed. You had to defend yourself, bro.
Unmute your mic.
Listen, I was called a clown. Wait, very briefly. So, City. Let me say something about City real quick. Emre Can is a clown.
Yeah,
that is a clown.
Yeah.
You were at fault for 2 goals
in
the first leg and the second. He probably was. That goal from Bellingham, that was a damn good goal. That was a bloody good goal. And see, guys, let's keep it real.
Will stay at home.
Let's keep it real. Look. When Bellingham scored, I was hype.
Yeah, I was too.
I was like, could he?
Yeah.
Just hold on, man. Just hold on.
They should have had 2 goals in that first leg.
The pre-order for the
They should have had 2 goals in that first leg.
Wait, but let me ask the audience and let me ask this to the live chat as well. So, audience and live chat. Did Haaland flop?
No.
Or is he too young?
No. He's better in the service.
Here's the thing with Haaland.
You got to cut him some slack.
No, guys.
What a 1v1. No. He had a 1v1 in the first leg. That's Edison saved. That was a 1v1 that was onside.
Guys,
I
don't think he bricked it. I would say this is a learning experience. He's still 20, and I think this proves why he should stay in Dortmund. He's not quite there yet. Like he's there, but he still has a few steps. That's why I think he should stay in Dortmund to develop further, reach his full potential, and then or at least get closer to it before leaving. So I wouldn't say it's bricking it because that's so harsh, especially with the record that he has. We can't just hold one tie.
Mo, here's the problem I have with Haaland, and HH mentioned it. His football. Like the thing that really annoyed me in the second leg was when they were 1-0 up, they needed an outlet. And Haaland was the striker, and he couldn't hold up the ball.
Yeah, he couldn't hold up.
That was my problem.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Imagine there was multiple chances. Like I was watching the game, there was multiple chances where the ball would go to Haaland, it will bounce off them, they get the ball back, they're attacking again. And at the end of the day, yes, Emre Can was a brick, but it was inevitable. There was legit no outlet. It's like they were playing with no strikers.
Here's the thing.
Wait.
He needs to be coached. Haaland is fresh from the streets. He needs to be coached in those situations.
My thing is that I know City would have inevitably win. At least let them work for it.
Yeah.
Don't just give it to them. No, they were always going to win. Dortmund, that defense was never going to hold. At least let them work for it. So, guys, Foden. How good is he?
Pretty good.
Yeah, he's one of the best youngsters. You can't deny that.
He stopped the left stream. Single-handedly stopped the left stream.
Okay, wait. I'll go to YSK then some more. So YSK, the forward.
This dude, he's in comparison to all the young talent, he's definitely up there. Not What?
Hey,
Mount is better.
Mount is bad. Respect Mount.
Mount.
Respect
Come
Mount.
on, man.
Oh, yeah, no, of
Come
course,
on.
yeah, of course, yes, of course.
It's sarcasm.
And Werner.
Anyway,
is that boy supposed to be playing for us? Bukayo, traitor. Continue.
See,
I beg, ignore that guy. Him and everyone, ignore them. You see, Juju that's happening for them. See how rubbish they've been lately.
Why ignore him? Why just talk?
No, but yeah, like I said, Foden single-handedly stopped the Lep stream.
Yeah,
he single-handedly saved Pep's career, and you know what?
He scored twice.
Exactly this season, because last season it was on and off with him. People were jumping on the hype train, and to be honest, I'll come out and say, I wasn't really feeling the dude. You know what I mean?
Same.
No. But what does it say about Sergio Aguero? Because City fans came at me because I said this guy has been a perennial flop at Europe. Foden in his first European season has already done more in Europe than Aguero throughout his entire career in Europe.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, but that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
It's undeniable. It's undeniable.
It is facts. You can't argue it.
Before I leave, the vice kid, you finish up. I'll go after you.
No, I'm done. So you go.
Okay. Yes.
Before I leave, he's a Manchester City player, but I'm gonna be honest. When I watch Foden, he gets me off my seat. Like he has that thing. Like there's something about the kid, and he just special. Like I was watching the game against Aston Villa, where he just got the ball, did like a pirouette in between like 3-4 players inside the box, and I'm like, bro, what? Like he's special. His touch, his finishing, he's slick. He has that.
He's the football IQ, man.
I mean,
he doesn't play like an English player. He doesn't play like an English
exactly. He has a swag too. There's a swag to him.
Why do you think he doesn't get into the English squad?
There's a little bit swagger to him. I mean, and he's like 19 years old, right? Like 19, 20.
Mount is better. Are you kidding me?
No, HH. He's
respect Mount.
England are so lucky they have certain players. They're so lucky, but they have a brick manager.
They have a brick manager, and they have an archaic mentality. England would rather lose their way than win another way. England will live and die by get rid, keep it simple, keep it basic, not too much hard effort, and so forth. They will always have those ideals.
Let's be honest. One of the two best players that were playing on that tie was Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden. Yeah. Imagine those two in the same team, but we would never see it because Southgate. You think Southgate will play this guy in midfield, Jude Bellingham?
And here's the thing about, let's even like Foden and Mount. So really, Mount's really known because of how well he did in the Chelsea youth team. Mm-hmm. Cool. How did Foden make his name? World Cup, because England won. I don't know whether that was under 17 or under 21, but they won like a youth World Cup, and Foden was one of the best players. Under 21, they won, and that's because I actually watched it. I watched some of the games there because I think Nigeria were there as well. So, and they won it. So for me, the fact that, and when you look at all of these young guys, they make their names at a World Cup for their age group. And that's what really makes them known and so forth. So the fact that this guy was one of the best players at a World Cup against guys at the very best, no. Dude, this dude is different. Yeah. And this dude, as I said again, in both legs, has done more than that's flipping flop Sergio Aguero, who,
with HH.
All right, deuce, guys. I'm out, guys. See you guys.
Peace.
HH, I was so excited about Phil Foden. And I'm like, I don't know if anyone here plays FIFA career mode, but like to quote career mode, he has that special something. But when you gave him a nickname, you ruined it, man. Something's gonna happen now. Why did you have to give him a nickname? Let him be. Let him be. Leave the man alone. Let him live.
The jinx isn't that real, man. Come on, it's not that real.
I want to say this, man. I didn't understand why you call yourself a complicated Chelsea fan, but I've truly met how shall I say this, Mason Mount lovers. They're Mason Mount lovers in the sense that, you know, they told me that Mason Mount could get into the Real Madrid side, the Barcelona side, the Bayern Munich side. And no, this is not a joke. This is a serious pandemic. Like we talk about COVID, but we don't talk about Mason Mount lovers spreading this agenda. The things they've been telling me, like I remember this one guy told me that Mason Mount has the ability to get into any team. It's because, and I told him list his best traits. If I was a scout and I brought you a player and I told you his best trait is he works hard, he'll fight for the team, you kick me out and fire me immediately. You kick me out and fire me. No. This guy, no. First of all, I do think Mason Mount has good traits. I think he's a good player.
He's a really good player.
I think he's a good player. But some people were making him seem like he was this definitive player. Like he's this iconic player. Some Chelsea fans were considering him an iconic player. Yeah. Like this guy.
How old is Zeman? We can't just brush past that. Did you just compare Mason Mount to COVID-19?
No.
That's hard. It's a good thing that it's 1:40 a.m. So like
no. First of all, that wasn't the comparison. No, the comparison was the agenda spreading, like COVID-19.
Okay.
That wasn't. I didn't say he's COVID-19. I just used that as an example, as a launch off.
Okay.
But relax.
Can I say something before I leave? I need to go soon.
Okay, Osasuna, talk to me. Osasuna.
There are a couple of things I want to say. First of all, I think you guys all missed the news that that Man City had signed a new player in around March. His name is Emre Can, right? Sterling is a scholar. End of story. And Mr. Disputed, you called me a clown.
Yes, because you are one.
I'm not wrong when I say he's one of the worst right backs. I never said he wasn't a bad player, right? And the evidence is there. Look at the Aston Villa game. He was a brick as a right back, and yet he scores the winning goal from the left side inside the opponent's box. He should usually never be in that position as a right back, right? That's not what a right back does. He is a pretty damn good player, just not a good right back. That's where I would say that. But usually Undisputed is pretty good with his actual analysis. Usually, just when Liverpool gets involved, he doesn't use his brain.
I'm going to be real. This is true. What you said may or may not have been true in the sense that I'm a good analyst as long as Liverpool is not involved.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to clown someone here, and it's not Undisputed, all right? It's Vilton. This guy needs to stop with his reverse psychology. Oh my god. It's working and it's pissing me off. It should never be working. What is with this crap? This is bullshit.
You gotta come up with
It's embarrassing, Vilton. It's embarrassing.
The winner's mentality, bro.
No. But see, again, we'll talk more on Sunday, but on sooner something has to give. Because you now have two of the most powerful reverse psychologists going up against each other. And I've been watching Vilton, and he's good. He's good because he learned from the best. Which reverse psychologist is going to win out? Because this is really the battle. Because trust me, I'm using all the tricks, bro.
If Vilton's reverse psychology wins, we'll have to say the student has become the master.
Yeah.
There we go.
Vilton has hope.
Yeah, I think it's a disgrace.
Vilton Kanobi.
Yeah. And for the rest, Valverde was an excellent right back for whatever reason. I don't know why that happened.
Very good.
But it worked out. Courtois is tier 1, in my opinion. I don't know if you want to move him there or not, but in my opinion, after this match today, he made like 2 one-on-one saves as well. I think he's probably the best keeper in the world now after what Neuer did today. I didn't decide the Sterling thing. I'm just saying, in my opinion, Sterling is a scholar. It's up to HH, of course, whatever he does in the Brick Academy. I'm just nominating. But yeah, I think that Real Madrid, they held the fort. I think Zidane really got his tactics spot on. I think they were not looking to score at all. Like literally, they went to the opponent's half and just passed the ball. And so I think it was nice. Good win for them, or good draw. And yeah, I think that Dortmund really could have done something. And according to HH, if Hwang was playing, he would have scored a hat trick in both legs.
Look, let it rest. Okay, I said what I said. Okay, let's all of that rest. Look, guys, all I'm saying
Who
is
was playing?
HH, can I talk about the La Liga thing real quick?
Mo, real quick. Hit it. Real quick.
Yeah. Okay, my prediction, Real Madrid are going to win La Liga, and here's how. First of all, anyone who says Barca's remaining games
We gonna what?
doesn't watch.
Wait, Mo, we gonna what?
Anyone who says Barca's remaining games are easy, I'm sorry, you're off. Because Villarreal
Bro,
away
they
are
have
always
Messi,
tough.
the GOAT La Liga
Valencia
player,
away,
bro.
be quiet. Valencia away is always tough. Granada is never easy, and obviously
Not for
Atletico.
Messi, bro. Not for Messi, bro.
Be quiet.
They didn't lose to any of those teams.
Barcelona, Atletico Madrid will draw tomorrow away versus Bilbao. Barca will probably beat Atletico Madrid but lose to either Valencia and Villarreal. Real Madrid wins their remaining games, and that's how Real Madrid wins the title.
Mo's a Barca fan, bro.
Well. So just to address this straight. Well, yes. I mean, so Chefrin said that there is a very small possibility that they ban Real Madrid, because if they do, they're going to have to pay a hefty fee to all the broadcasters.
And they would have announced it by now.
Yeah. So and also like it's too late, and also it's not worth UEFA's. It's not worth your while, because the amount of money you're going to have to pay to broadcasters who've been promoting this type of stuff. Because again, customers of beIN Sports, ESPN, BT Sport, Real Madrid. So to counter this tie, you lose massive views. So they no, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make up all the money we would have made from people.
The only way they'll ban them is if they beat Chelsea and they're in the final.
Wait, but there is a solution to this, guys. What if they just let Liverpool go through instead?
I knew it.
Nah, you gotta stay away.
Undisputed, just try and fend off. Whoa.
We're getting top four. Don't worry.
Sorry, I want to quickly talk about.
No, Hassan. As I said again, Hassan. This is what I said before you got here. If you don't get top four, you realize that Salah is leaving. You realize that he's going to force a move.
He ain't leaving.
Real Madrid. We need a right winger, and Asensio's trash. So
hold on.
But Real Madrid are going for
Kate Mane first, please.
Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe is coming this summer, bro.
Okay, wait. So Gatlock. When I say something, Gatlock.
Do you remember that chat I sent you back in January? When I said that, bro, after all the insults Barcelona have received, if they win this title, like when Muntaha, remember that time I need to find a hangout. When Muntaha said that, bro, that they have to make top four.
Yeah, if we imagine this though, HH, we win the double, Real Madrid don't win anything. Who's really in trouble?
No. That just shows you how crazy
you've been doing it for the past decade. We've been winning champions, and you've been winning the double.
Problem?
No,
this is different.
Why is it different? They have Messi, the greatest league player of all time, on their team.
Wait. Based on the abuse.
What abuse? You're a reactionary merchant, bro. At the beginning of the league, you were pretty much saying Manchester United was gonna get out the PSG group.
No.
Based on the abuse, based on the abuse, I didn't saw that bastard, and we all clowned them. We're like, are they going to get top four? Are they going to survive? Based on where they were and what they could potentially do, I'm sorry, this is a dramatic turnaround.
It's besides Real Madrid and Atletico, who rival Barca in La Liga? Who rival Barca in La Liga besides Real Madrid and Atletico?
Wilton,
and what are you talking about? They beat
Sevilla.
They just lubricated Bilbao.
You can't reject what
that was the beginning of the season. Like, what?
And you said, would they make top four?
Bro, no, I didn't say they were going to make top four. I'm pretty sure I said they were going to make top four. That makes no sense.
Wilton, you said they'd get relegated. That's what you said.
First of all,
I'm a Real Madrid fan. Do the math.
No, Gotlock. First of all, I want you to. There was at least a 15-minute spell where everyone was laughing. I saw HH.
We had to laugh.
I saw Villain. I saw people saying. I saw people going to relegation zone. I saw
you guys
people
were so
calling
trash at the
relegation.
beginning of the season. We had
Yeah,
to.
Bro,
and the fact
bro,
that
I said you finished below LK. That's why I said that.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Hold up, wait. So, YSK, can you actually send that picture to me?
Wait, zoom in, and zoom in again. Jesus.
Just like, it's the expression.
I don't get it.
Oh my God.
Accent. Neymar.
Oh my.
No. YSK, please send that to me.
If you know, If you know, you
Send
know.
it to me on Twitter. Send it to me. No, yes. Let me see. If you know, you know. Send it to me on Twitter.
That's when Chelsea got hit 5 by West Brom.
Yeah, they were playing like Brazil.
Guys, no, man. I've got to wake up early tomorrow morning, man. So, guys, Sunday, man. We've got
What's the time in London right now?
It's almost 2 a.m. and I have to be up by 9 a.m. tomorrow. But I'm going to be up at 9 a.m. tomorrow for work.
I'll be there tomorrow to give you my honest prediction on the Chelsea.
You're going to come with your reverse crap.
I've never used reverse psychology. I've never have.
So. If you're using a reverse crap, I'll just throw you out because no. So no.
So you're going to keep your Marco receipts by the way when you face PSG.
Like the vid.
Top 4, here we come. Top 4, here we come.
Hazard, you're finished.
Chelsea,
Hazard,
please.
you're done.
Chelsea.
Hazard is finished.
Guys, don't forget, a 58-year-old Frank Ribery is still playing on the wing and still
What job is Mr. Munchen, man? Job is Mr. Munchen.
Live chat. I need a dissertation on Joseph.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't even. Bro, he was Mr. Frost.
Bro, he might be the GOAT. No, he might be the GOAT.